My fate written, I'm chosen. Other spirits fall, but mine has ceased to be broken. You stripping down my pride, but time my only opponent. And lately I abide, but limitless I've awoken. So let me show you that everything I sacrificed mattered. All that blood, sweat, tears that I scattered. All that fake talk, fear that you splattered. Push me to right here, a new chapter.
Here now, waiting for the flag to fall. Here now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it. It's so close, I feel it. Here now, this is the moment.
One too many times, the shots that y'all are taking. One too many times that I've been stuck patient on my downfall. Antidote seeking while I was vacant, but the crown falls simply to those who try to take it. One shot to get two paid, and my three wet like lemonade. 4 times and I step back just to reload and I let it spray. This is everything that I need, everything that I wanted, everything that I bleed. This is victory and I got it, cause I'm
Here now, waiting for the flag to fall. Here now, cutting through the rolling fog. You know you need it. It's so close, I feel it. Here now, this is
won't you come over? Dying to know where you came from. We're breaking open. Feel like your future's just begun. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. Waiting for no one. We're headed straight up for the sun. They'll never notice. We'll take these cities on our own. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world.
We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say later, my aim moving small. Money grows from my intuition. I just bought a crib, that's my first edition. People hate it when you claim a vision, but I use a static when I hit ignition. Hungry moves, I'm faster in a minute. I stay fresh to death, I'm in a mint condition. Forge a heat, no matter where I've been, and give me any place, and it'll be a kitchen. This how we flow to the top. I'm on a wave and it never gon' stop. I hit a 3, now we running the clock. 24 seconds, I still block your shot. I'm making this an eternal spot. Permanent stain in the flow, ink blot. Don't step to me when I get too hot. I'ma end your life and it's all you got. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say later, my aim moving small. Homemade flow, I'm a PVC. There ain't one player out doing just like me. Heart rate froze, check the EKG. I hate wasting time, no eventually. Routine work when nobody see it, but I ain't feel the stress, I know it's meant to be. 30 beats, I'm on a killing spree. I made every song in my discography. Yeah, that's every cent, every dollar. I ain't tryna listen to a broke scholar. Make a move to make the money taller. To the cash topping on the Eiffel Tower. Labels calling, I won't wear they collar. With my own drive, I can take it farther. Do it myself, don't never bother. Been self-made now, shout out to my father. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say later, my aim moving small.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey.
Brothers and sisters, what up? I see you. Dad Gaming, we out here. What's up? I missed y'all. It's been 10 weeks since I seen everybody in here. Man, I gotta tell you, I can't believe it's been that long. Can't believe it's been that long since I saw y'all. 10 long weeks. We had a soccer league with the wife. We were playing it, but we back and bringing them out for y'all tonight here. Week 172. What's up? Sprondo, Ball Z, Shaggy in the chat, Williams with the cat jam. Let's go. I miss y'all. I'm glad to be back. But I got the homies here with me this week as well. Let me turn this down. Hold up, man. Let me turn my music down. I got a little excited there. I got a little excited. But I missed y'all. I had to get you some. Yeah. I didn't click the mic. That was good. But welcome everybody. Week 172 Dad Gaming. I am your host. If you don't know, I just made a big deal out of nothing. You have no idea who I am. But if you do, it's your boy Beaver. Back out here. And alongside me this week on the A stream, the man, the myth, the legend. This guy coming straight from the Masters with the headset. Bumpasaurus Rex, my man. How you doing?
Dude, I feel like I gotta hit that hype right away. Oh my gosh, you hyped me up something fierce. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, here we are, week 172. We're gonna be seeing the return of some major players here. I'm looking at the lineup here. It's pretty freaking crazy. Man, I'm honored to be here. Thanks for inviting me back. And just a shout out, by the way, if anybody's giving subs in chat, nobody knows this until just now. It's my birthday tomorrow. So,
holy birthday.
I mean, if we could get some, get some love, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the spot's open. We accept koozie sponsors. Are we creaming today? Could be getting a little creamy, could be getting a little beefy, but what for sure we're getting some favy. Rocking your B stream tonight gonna be my favorite, the man, the flight sim god. Ryan, how you doing, my brother?
Flight sim, hardly. I do all right, but yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Hey, and this man, I'm telling you, I mean, I didn't realize it's been that long, but this man's been holding it down for y'all on A's stream. Brian, I appreciate everything you're doing, kind of filling in the absence for your boy.
Been doing my best, even if it's, absolute mediocrity.
And be like that sometimes, but we're here, we're at it. Sneaky Steak, my man in the chat, my brother. I don't even think he's been in a Dad Gaming stream. I don't even know how he got the notification, but yeah, I'll show you my meat stick maybe later if you want. Show anybody. Voodoo Doc said favorite sucks. That's tough, man. Favorites good, man. Voodoo Doc has also been stepping up big time though. I'm not gonna let him down. He was killing it as well on the desk. Voodoo was a lot of A stream, a lot of B stream, bouncing up and down, back and forth. But let's I'm waiting on a fourth one. You want to come on in? Let me know. I got you. But I'm going to head on over to this teams list because we got a couple bangers in here again. They must have been excited for the homie to be back because I got some teams. I got some names here for you with the 14 squads that are in here tonight. With number 1, the Top Gun content creator for Oxygen. I mean, talk about JJ Taylor, Disney captain in Team 1. Aginator and Just Frey Bros on that squad. Look out. But Team 2's got to be the man, Dusty Boy, playing with Junker and Sodicus. Team 3, my man, Sneaky Snake, Jay Nasco, B-Stream Caster as well, and Boosh, Gadoosh, and their much moosin' TDK. And Mav going to be on Team 4, no Goosin'. I'm gonna call him Much Goosin' tonight. If you got Maverick, you gotta have Goose as well. So Much Goosin', captain in Team 4.
Oh boy.
And then Team Stokes, this guy, Mick Italy, the McTallion Stallion in there with Smoke Nasty and Slugs. Bump. Hand me some teams, my man.
Yo, I'll tell you what. Number 6 is a customer we have not seen just yet. The Flying Spaghetti Monster. At least myself, I have not seen him in action. That's a great name, though. Wiley X and Papa Rizzo to wrap up Team 6.
I didn't see that. I should have said on Team 6. Everybody knows Papa Rizzo, the man over here.
Number 7, Pooh King. I mean, obviously, just the terror of the air right there. Sprondu, not familiar, and I'm just Jeremy to wrap up that. That's going to be a good team. Team number 8, Twitch TV Tool Legit. Liker and Get Merked 27. Very well-balanced, rounded team right there. Number 9, this, boys, this is a terror right now. We got Blastnet. We got Dirty Dan. That's a wombo combo in and of itself. And then to just power it home, Itchy Ramrod 420. Always a big personal fan. I'll end with number 10, Fresh 02. Mixtory, which, hey, good games last night, by the way. Mixtory, good playing. And Flybuds. Man, it's a good lineup.
It's a stack. I'm liking the double intuendo there. You said Itchy Ramrod pounding it home like that. Want to call that out? Great.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan.
Love to see it. Love to see it. I'll take us home, boys. We got Team 11, Black Phoenix, Ballsy Rusher, and the Real 04 MBL. Team 12, we got Rue RL, Illusion Chaos, and Chaos Double Chaos. Come on.
Wow.
Who put that together? Garrett? Seriously?
Double the chaos, double the fun.
I mean, it could be a good time. And they got Rue on top. So, I mean, that's like almost triple chaos, really. Looking forward to watching them tonight. Team 13, we got Williams, Lightning, and Deranged Whale. And rounding us out, Team 14, Naked Ninja, the Mod Squad, Gong Show Dad, and Toxic Drip.
There it is, your 14 teams tonight. And we're locked, loaded, ready to bounce. So let's go ahead and get some caster picks in on this one. Go back to front. It's not the way you're supposed to go because that causes things. We're gonna go back to front anyway. So let's hit favorite. Give me your number 1 pick. Who's taking it down this week?
Ooh, man, I know he didn't win last week, but he kicked my butt to the wall. So I'm going with Team 1. I'm going straight for the throat with Disney, dude. He destroyed my soul last week. So I'm taking it. Taking it from the top.
All right. Now, I know, if I know anything about Ryan in the B stream, this man's got the notepad on there ready to go, so he's keeping track. We'll tally it up in the rest of the night. I gotta give mine last because I got like 10 weeks of built up caster curse. So yeah,
A little excess over there.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll have to go with my number 9 right there. Number 1 was stolen away. That would have been my number 1 pick. But number 9, Blastnet and Dirty Dan with the powerhouse of Inchy Ramrod to bring it home. I really think this is going to be one of those teams that'll excite you in the way they play, and the passing plays are going to be huge.
Yeah. I mean, they got that chemistry. I like playing with Blastnet, man. I mean, the last I did a C3 event with Blastnet. He was a fun one to play with. I mean, talk about also people that are connoisseurs of the physical play. I mean, you gotta know Blastnet is a fan of the demo. I saw him on Twitter. I think it was last week or the week prior. He posted a triple kill or something that he had during the tournament. He took out 3 people. I mean, come on.
Oh, man.
This guy's out here assaulting bumpers. But, you know, there's so many great ones. I mean, 1 and 9 already gone, but dang. I want to pick 3. I don't want to do it to the homie.
I mean, honestly, after how many times he's gone after me, Nasco deserves it.
I'm gonna go Team 8. I'm gonna go too legit. Too legit to quit. I'm gonna go with Lil
you
Kerr
go.
because
You
I
got
know
the
he's
man
the
on
monster and go and get murked. So I'm gonna pick them as well. I know. Let's see if Garrett's playing Apex yet. I know that's what he's trying. He's not doing anything. I'm gonna drag Garrett up because I need a 4th pick. I need somebody to get cursed.
You're gonna call him up from the minors.
I'm a force. Oh, he forced himself. I love that. That's great.
Danny, you gonna drag me?
I would have dragged you, but I don't have to.
Well,
Give me your
do you need from
admin pick, and then
admin.
yeah,
Okay.
I need a 4th caster
Cool.
curse.
So I didn't hear the first 3. What? So I heard
189.
9 from 189. Okay,
Yep.
1, 8, and 9. Those are all good picks. Those are all very good picks.
I want the insider
know,
info.
We do have. Let me actually. You know what? Let me take a look. We've got a couple minutes here. Let me see if I've got any good ideas here. You know, I kind of like. There's a couple different teams I like. I like 6 and I like 7. I'm kind of torn between both. It's Sprondo's first week back in a long time. I want to welcome him back with a little half. So I'm gonna go half admin curse on both of these guys, right? So it's gonna be a little half admin curse on Sprondo,
That is amazing.
and then a little half admin curse on Joe Mammy, Wiley, and Mr. Paparizza there. I got a lot of got some mad love for both teams, and I think they're both going to do pretty well. So I look forward to watching.
You know, he's Garrett. He can do what he wants. He can curse anybody he wants because I love him.
True. He knows the MMR totals for the teams though. Like he can just pull up the spreadsheet and be like, oh yeah. Uh-oh.
MMR doesn't mean
It
anything.
really doesn't at all. You have their performance figures in your head.
Holy cow! Look at me. I can still do it. Look at the cam on there on
Sneak
the
attack.
fly.
A wild 5th ace has appeared.
And that a wild 5th ace has occurred. This man,
Yeah, one that just got off work.
there he is. Still looking handsome as ever too.
Always.
Well, we are good and ready to roll as soon as you guys want to, though. So let's get to playing some games. Good luck, have fun out there, boys, and play some Rocket League.
All right, kids, you guys heard it. Ready to shuffle up and deal. I know we handpicked one for A-Stream already. We're going to 4 and 5, Battle of the Mods. Much goosing this week, and Team Stokes going to have McItaly on it, so we're going to check out that one first. Ryan, let me know what you guys are heading.
Hell yeah. I'm doing 1 and 8 right off the bat. My pick versus yours.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm taking that spicy meatball for the team.
Taking the spicy meatball. And, hey, return to predictions, too. Get your dad coins in the middle.
Which one are we going to?
Team 4 and Team
1.
5 over on our squad over here. We're going to wait for that lobby to head on up. And again, everybody, you guys are ready to kick off week 172.
Y'all do predictions already?
We do.
did.
You want to slam one in while
Yeah,
we're
let's
still
see who I
here?
want to cast or curse here. I'm gonna try to think of who I want to cast or curse.
Well, we got 1, 8, and 9 picked already, and then Garrett kind of half picked
okay.
a couple.
Oh, I see one. I'm gonna do Team 3.
Okay, there it
Oh,
is.
okay,
Yeah.
well, you can't escape, Ben. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. It's got
tried,
it's got
Nasco
two of the
tried.
people that I'd love to cast or curse the best on. That's Nasco and Benjamin.
Caster cursing a caster. There's gotta be a place reserved for that.
It was like a gentleman's agreement for a while. You just wouldn't, and then it was turned into a gentleman's agreement to a target.
It turned into Nasco saying, "Oh, favorites playing? Got him."
Yeah, there's a special place reserved for those who do that.
Hey, Blastnet, just a shout out, 100%, your boy, right here. I'll be rooting for you, bud.
All right, we are still waiting on lobby.
We stand and watch the world go up in flames.
Oh, if you want to add me, by the way,
Until
I'll message you on Discord.
Blastnet, I'll tell you what, I'm loyal to facts, and the facts are, I mean, you guys were crushing it last week. I saw your name on there, and I was like, I gotta go with Blastnet. It's at the very least, you always make it entertaining. That's for sure.
Let's go, Moose. Get your button here. Holy, let me talk about a swing in the betting odds here. They could only got 95% of the vote. 8 people to 1 person. With Blast putting 25k down. B streams on twitch.tv/ohmyfavorite. Yeah, you guys are ready to go. We're ready to start getting in your lobby. Ryan, you change the stream title.
I'm
No big
working on it
deal.
right
I
now,
got it.
dude.
Okay. I should have checked.
That's the one I forgot because I'm so used to not having to mess with that one.
Alright. It's only been 10 weeks.
Right?
Well, you got Oh My Favorite, Williams. You got Oh My Favorite coming in with Team 1. Beaver is hopping on the Team 8 train. And then you got Garrett halfway on Team 6 and halfway on Team 7. And then 5th, I apologize. You said 3, right? 5th's
Yep.
on 3.
Yep, my favorite, Mr. Sneaky Snake. Oh, here we go.
Sneakiest.
We're going to the lobby. So we'll see y'all shortly.
Alright.
Yep.
See you in a
Up and
bit.
down.
Good luck, everybody.
I saw some coordination between 4 and 5. They were getting in each other's discords there. Oh yeah, we got a lobby. Here we go.
There we are.
Waiting on one, I think.
That is
Here we go! Week 172, back at it. 2 absolute titans that we got here. The Captain Much Moose and the Captain McItaly on Team Stokes. And nice supporting cast that they have as well here, Reed, with I mean, Smoke Nasty, you gotta look out for this man's in. He's in an octane, and I haven't seen that in a year and a half that he's been there. And he's gonna open up with the goal, finding it bottom left.
You know, that's the nervy goal right there. That's both teams are like, what's going on? What's happening? How do we get into rotation? You see it every week. 4 minutes, 39 seconds. There's the first one of this week. Much Moosin versus Big Italy on kickoff number 2. Very neutral kickoff. Honestly, both teams playing a little bit of ping pong. Blue team, though, if you're looking at positioning, Much Moosin is playing a mid-man. They don't really have a third man, so they're playing interesting rotation that hopefully they get that cleaned up as we watch. Much Moosin, though, coming in with the flyby on TDK's pass on the backboard. What an amazing cleanup off of a great pass, honestly. If you're red team, you are severely out of position. 2 people on the ground with a third coming in. Somebody needs to be on that back wall. Kickoff number 3, 4 minutes, 15 seconds.
Yeah, the thing about Moose is, I mean, this man is not afraid to take to the skies as well. Very technically sound. I mean, Moose isn't going to be the guy that's going to throw a lot of flip resets at you, do all the crazy stuff, but he ain't going to be the guy to whiff, and he's going to be in the right spot quite a bit. So those are the guys you fear, the high IQ guys who are always going to be in the right spot. And can he find it? Yes, he can. Right on a dime. He is there, and I still got it. The caster predicts. I see the future up here, Bump.
I'll tell you what, you are casting correctly right now. Much Moosin. I'll have to tell you the new terror in the era of this match. He has gone up, and of the 3 times he's gone up for a goal, 2 have resulted in the net. That is terrifying if you're red team.
It's still time on their side. Got so much time. We only have 90 seconds, but an open net, and Moose again. He's found a hat trick here under 90 seconds of play. I mean, a dream start if you're team 4.
And, you know, if your puzzle pieces right now, you gotta find that corner piece if you're red team. There is something missing out of your entire team, and they have to find it quick. They are very quickly letting this one run away from them. Plenty of time on the clock, but they need to figure it out here.
And, again, this team, I mean, in terms of the dad coin, we're huge underdogs. So, you know, people throwing the dad coins in the middle, you're a little nervous. Let me. Who's the one? Who's the one guy? It was Shaggy, of course. On his birthday, he's trying to get a huge present. I mean, this man's making 20-1 if he can get paid off here by Team 4. Boo's trying to find another deep bomb. This one's off the post. TDK reads it, and 4-1. Bump, they don't have anybody back. The rotations are scuffed.
Yeah, and you watch it, and honestly speaking, I want to point out, red team is clumped, man. They're all together, and that's what's not functioning. They really need to get in that circle of rotation. They need to get somebody back in net, because Much Moosin, 2 of these breakaways he has created, and 2 of them have resulted because of a red person not being in net. And here we go again, out of positioning. And honestly speaking, blue team isn't doing an amazing amount of things right, but what they are doing right is correcting on the errors of red team, and it's resulting in goals. It's 5-1 at 2 minutes 59 seconds. It's right now red team needs to regroup. The strategy they're not doing is not working. They need to do something different. Doesn't matter what it is at this point. Do something different. Make it work.
And it's so difficult for McItaly because, I mean, he is a scorer. I mean, this man can drop it in really from anywhere on the pitch. But, you know, he's got to be thinking, man, if nobody else has got to play defense, I have to as well. But then you're down 4 goals, so you got to score 2. So it's like, what? Where do you go? What do you do? Just tough so far. But, I mean, the only good thing, if there is a good thing about being down 4 goals, is we just crossed into the second half here. Still plenty of time, 2:15 to go here in this first game of the night. And McItaly's trying to make it 5-2. Off the post, 50% in, saved by Maverick off the line. F-150 towing that one out of the back of the net.
You got the big brick of Maverick coming in with his big old boxy car to get in the way of what seemed an inevitable goal. But here we are, red team again on the attack. They're doing a much better job at this second half at controlling the pitch and keeping the ball on blue team's path. Here we are, peppering shots. Blue team is in trouble here, and they are quickly running out of boosts as red team is controlling the mid-tier boosts. And controlling that means you can just continually stay on offense and pepper the goal. And here it is, shot after shot after shot. But finally a very, very big clear for blue team, and now they are on the attack. Much boosted at the helm of that attack. Scary on red team's half, but they're good on boost, so they're able to play some safe defense here.
I mean, I think we got full gives on Team 4 there. I mean, everybody inside of that goal box just unpenetrable, that defense. And they had a lot of good opportunities to Team Stokes there. But those are signs of life you like to see. I mean, this game, yeah, chalked. I mean, benefit for them. We only take the 3-goal differential here, so, you know, the game isn't going to hurt them too bad if they have a nice performance in Game 2. But, see, these are things that are going to look good for you. Get that momentum going into Game 2, and McIdley's going to find the back of the net for his first goal of the tournament.
And let's be honest, this game is much like golf, much like any physical sport that you play. Half of the game is mentality. Right now, what red team needs to focus on, 5-2 and 49 seconds left, they need to focus on that mentality. Get those nice cheeky goals to go into the next game knowing, hey, by the way, we just scored a bunch of goals on you at the end of the last game. We're here and we're here to play. Blue team, though, I mean, look at their positioning. They're all exactly where they need to be. They've made it so one man forward, one man back, and one man mid. I mean, it's just picture perfect offense into defense capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't be disappointed by the performance you're getting if you're on Team 4. And again, traditionally, it's a little bit harder to start in these tournaments. For people who haven't joined the broadcast in a while or just not sure, it's a mixed rank tournament. So the top players on both of these teams are GCs, and they're playing with, you know, champs and lower. Everybody's balanced. I think the delta for the MMR was 25 between all the teams this week. Like, insane balancing on that. But these aren't people you generally play with in a rank you don't generally play with. So it's a little tough sometimes to get the team chemistry going. But Team 4, no slouch, no hitch in their giddy up, as we say. That I mean, they were able to find it right off the bat.
Yeah, and it spoke to the fortune of this game. Honestly speaking, if we count just the last half, 2 minutes, 30 seconds and down, you have to give the favor over to the team that lost. You have to give it to red team there, team number 5. So going into game number 2, yes, they scored maximum point differential, but they have to be a little bit worried here. Last half of last game there, it was all Team 5's game.
Yeah, from the second half on, I mean, once we crossed that 230 mark, it was 5-1. I mean, they held strong that last 230 and even scored the goal, did Team Stokes and McIdley. So, I mean, 5-2 that scoreline, again, 3-goal differential, but that momentum could carry over here in a game 2. McIdley's going to get a demo off the bat, looking for a pitch pass towards the middle. Maverick, good defensive position. I like that rotate from him. He gets absolutely firework, demolished in the midair, though, and the counterattack is on. McIdley with the catch, though.
Doing a great job at keeping positioning, not panicking. McIdley got control, and now look, they're on the offensive, and they are swarming around blue team's net. A bunch of hunters just trying to seek their target out, but blue team with a little bit of breakaway on Much Moose and shot on net, but Smoke Nasty doing a great job just getting in front of the play, being middleman, but a great cut for his team. Red team, though, has to be a little bit cautious. They're running out of boost here.
Oh, McIdley with a fire double that goes just wide, and that had some pace on it as well. And man, I know that one feels bad for McIdley. That would have been an exclamation point, but there he goes, finds one passing play. Smoke Nasty saw McIdley sulking in the corner from missing that double. Said, hey, you know what, buddy? Go ahead and pop this one in. And he said, you know what? I will. 1-0.
Oh, and great passing play. I mean, if they were calming that was amazing. Second kickoff, 3 minutes 45. Smoke Nasty versus TDK. Clear winner by TDK. Blue team immediately on the offense. McItaly, though, doing a great job on the backdoor, clearing and getting it down the field. Red team, though, look at them. Great positioning. They're great on boost. They're calm, cool, collected, just trying to not panic here and get it down the pitch with the most boost as possible. Smoke Nasty coming out with a clear, slowing down the play a little bit. Much boosted with the breakaway, though. Shot a little bit wide, going left bottom. But blue team, this last minute or so has been putting on the pressure, and there it is. Much Moosin able to see and recognize, hey, there's an open net here. All I have to do is put it at pace, and that he did. 67 miles per hour. You are not saving that one.
Yeah, and you talk about the placement there from Moose. I mean, Smoke Nasty late rotating in, and if he doesn't pound that post the way he did, that one may have gotten saved by Smoke. So the pace was one thing and the placement was another. He had both, and that's going to tie this game up at 3 here in game 2. TDK trying for the top corner, not able to get that one in. Maverick up the wall, not quite coming down with it. But a much different last 5 minutes of Rocket League that we've seen. The back half of game 1, this front half of game 2. The pace has calmed down a little bit than we initially saw.
And I'll tell you what, both teams I feel have kind of got the jitters out, got the nerves, and now they're into just playing the game. They found the mechanics, they found the rotation, they found the positioning. Now it's ping pong, a chess match. And honestly speaking, both captains, McItaly and Much Moosin, have done a great job commanding the plays, done a great job slowing the pitch when it needs to be slowed, but also speeding it up when it needs to speed up. Both sides, Much Moosin, as we can see here, have done a good job of getting the ball onto the opponent's half. Now they're going to have to rely on their teammates to be able to capitalize on that positioning. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of cheeky goals here. I think we're going to see a lot of calculated goals, calculated passing plays, as both teams are now in their three-man rotation.
This one sliced towards the net. This could be the opportunity that you're talking about, but Moose going to blame this one out. Maverick going to pick up a 50. Going to go favorable into the other direction there. Nice touch. Some boost. He's going to be chasing down Moose here. No mistakes from Moose, and TDK did a great job of picking up from his teammate there across the net. I mean, it's so often where that play across your net is okay, and you don't want to interfere too much with what they got going on. But that was a case where he was being chased by McItaly. You'd certainly take that one from a teammate, clear that away from danger.
Oh, absolutely. And we can see it now. Minute 12. Let's talk about the last 2 minutes, 30 seconds of this game. A little bit of breakaway, though. Going back into the action. TDK up in red team's face, was just there. I mean, what do you do here? They had great rotation. He decided to cut, go up, and here we are, 2-1 in favor of Much Moosin's team. Minute 7, kickoff number 4 here.
And that's a tough beat to beat out McItaly. Quick player, but just TDK just got up there. He's rocking that French decal. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the Nike. He's got on the shoes. That's what got him that little hop over McItaly. Slugs, haven't talked about him too much in this game. He's been solid on the defensive half, getting some decent clears when he needs to. But Bump, we're gonna have to see something special here in the last 40. Because this blue defense has been looking pretty tight.
And I'll tell you what, if you're McItaly's team right now, this is the time to just put all the cards out there. Make the challenges. Don't make those fakes just out of awkwardness. Just hit the ball and try and get positioning off of it. If you're red team right now, you gotta start hammering and you gotta start putting that pressure on and do it quick. We got 16 seconds left.
You just gotta go, and that's what McItaly did. He just went, intercepts the ball in midfield, and just, I mean, taking candy here from Much Moosin to give me that. He puts us in the back of net, and we are poised for overtime here in game 2.
That is exactly what we need to see. 10 seconds to see a kickoff strat. Smoke Nasty versus TDK. Neutral kickoff, but Slug is there. He is ready for it. You gotta be scared if you're Much Moosin here. What's he gonna do? Last 2 seconds here. Looks like we're going to be neutral, but one last chance if you're red team. Can you get it in? 0-second struggle there leads to overtime 2-2.
Nav going to take this one, a favorable kickoff, and McItaly read it well. Going to punch this into the other half here. This one fired on net from TDK. This one is stopped by the McTallion Stallion there. He's going to come up with another 50. Looks to continue. Big boost grab as well. Smoke fires it in. Empty net. And that is it. Coming back. The overtime dub. McItaly to Smoke Nasty. Game winner.
And that is what they needed. Smoke Nasty. Batman coming into the end of that match and just putting it on net. It's simple Rocket League. Put it on net, hope for the best. That's what he did. He got the best. The win for his team to tie the series up. 1-1 between both teams. It means everybody at Twitch chat really isn't losing money, but let's face it though.
Oh no, they're losing money. They're losing money. They lost out on goal differential there, my friend.
Okay.
Mr. Shaggy, man's getting paid out here.
Paid on the birthday, and he's taken away my money. I don't know if we're allowed to vote, but I did. He took my money today.
Oh, you can vote. Ho, let me tell y'all. 2K in, 42K out.
Oh,
That is, that's quite the payday. That's quite a birthday present.
I mean, as a quick recap here, I know we're going to be going into MVP, right? That's difficult. On both teams' side of things. Let's be honest. I mean, if you're second and last man right there, bottom of the totem, you guys put forth a lot of effort to make sure that pressure wasn't too risky, to make sure that you were getting those counter plays. So good job to both teams being equivalent. Honestly, playing as a team, playing into rotation. But if we're going to go MVP here, right? If we're going to give it to one specific player, I'm going to have to give it to Much Moosin. And I'm going to take it back to game number 1, give the reasoning why. Much Moosin, when he was in the air, it resulted in some very, very scary situations of your red team, most of which on the first game ended up in goals.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about, a man who was on right off the bat. I mean, that was Moose and company. But, after, again, that first 2 minutes and 30 seconds or so in that game 1 was a very different Team Stokes that we saw in Team 5. So I think that they're going to be all right. If they continue playing the way that they did. And that's a tough squad. That's a tough draw off the rip to get that squad. So.
No, I'd have to agree. And honestly speaking, when you get to the first series here, when you get to just the first in our set of 4 in the Swiss round, it's the most surprising rounds come out of that first set, right? Just because everybody's nervous. These are new teams. If you guys are just getting into this, these guys potentially have never played with the other people in their squad, so they are just now getting their feelers in a tournament setting, in a stream setting too. Let's be honest, right? When I'm on stream, that is a pressure situation because it's like you want to perform for people, right?
Yeah.
So they recognize they're on stream. That's pressure. So I expect to see some surprising situations out of the first set, but I think as we see things go, even out a little bit more.
Let's
What
see.
are you doing to me, Beaver?
I don't know whatever you did to yourself, but I got it on the quickness. You know how I am over here. I got my eyes down. I'm ready now. Here I can't do anything. Now I'm screwed. I couldn't do it. We're good. How's your series?
Series is good. Both teams played really well. Team 1 really had their stuff together. Played good together. Had good rotations, whatnot. They wound up taking the sweep. But Team 8, I mean, they really played hard, and they were low-scoring games both times. So they didn't just let them run away with it. So it's going to be a good match. Team 8's going to come through pretty good.
As anyone who's played against him knows, Baiji is not an easy customer to deal with. And he came out swinging, but yeah, teammate put up a good fight.
And Lil Kerr had Baji's number there quite a few times. And coming in with 6 saves on the first game, just outrageous. I mean, he was just a wall back there.
Well,
Round 2.
I gotta tell you, we're going quick. We're up already, and I got some predictions up in chat. I normally give it to my co-hosts, but I just saw a matchup I couldn't refuse. I mean, 3 and 7 going against each other. Sneaky squad versus the Creamy boys. I can't miss it. I can't
Good
miss it.
old Team Cream.
I got two of my favorite people. I got Sneaky Snake. I got Spronio out here.
Well, you know, I'm going to predict on my my pick there, so.
No. You already know where I'm headed.
Enlighten us, Mr. Favor.
Look at the names, dude. Look at the names. 6 and 9. First of all, 6-9. Nice.
Nice.
Second of all, Rizzo's son versus Itchy's Dirty Blast. Come on.
Rizzo's
You know I love being the
son's
funny
father.
names, and I can't pass on that one. It says
Wow.
Rizzo's son's something. I can't read the whole name because it's too long.
Rizzo's son's fanboy.
No, well.
Oh, we're going in.
All right.
Yeah, we
See
ain't
y'all
wasting
when
no
we're done.
time.
That was quick.
They are cooking through it, boys. Let's go.
Hey, I'm here for it.
See
And it
you
is
on the
cool to
other
me.
side.
Thank you, Teenage Priest. It is cool. Yeah, and our stream, probably been a little bit since this band's been on here, but our stream has the music of Teenage Priest. TP for the people. He's also married Harry Rackman's brother. This man makes some great music. Good for just chilling out. Teenage Priest on Spotify, Apple Music, anything that you can listen to music on, you can get your TP on.
That's great. I didn't know that. Good cameo.
Hey, I'm out here for the homies.
Oh, that's the only. Let's be honest, folks, and let's just reach out here, right? Streaming is a blessing. This is awesome, amazing experience. But we would not be able to do what we're doing right now if it weren't for the viewers, right? The fan base and the great community that the Dad Gaming has created. I mean, it has been awesome since the start. It's been addicting, right? It's the only thing I think about. So again, I've said it many times, and I'll say it again. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this just absolutely impressive and growing community.
All right, so yeah, we got Team 7 up to bat here, and again, Team 3 as I continue to panic and update everything on the fly. But we're here.
Well, I can cover the back end on that. I'll tell you what, you haven't missed much. Both teams are doing that ping pong situation, that back and forth. Not too many serious shots on net, but also some very, very good panic saves at blue team with a cross field just shanker. He hit it hard, he hit it fast, he hit it quick, and he hit it in the air. Sometimes that's just enough. At the end of the day, if you're Sprondu, you just kind of got to shake that one off. It is a hard save. It looks like it's not when you're just looking at it. But kickoff number 2, Sprondu and Poosh Kadoosh versus each other. Neutral kickoff with Sneaky, though, cheating up on the kickoff there. Blue team gets an early on bat, but red team coming out with a zinger across midfield.
Jeremy gonna put that in there. Jeremy, I always like watching Jeremy play, but I always give him a hard time because he posts clips from like 812 different accounts in the group. Pooh King busted out the long gun for that one, though. I mean, this one came in from deep in his own half. He's gonna blast that home. Nasco not quick enough, and Boosh Kadoosh fanned on it on the way back there, and this game's tied.
Both teams scoring in similar fashion. Kickoff number 3, 3 minutes 50. I'm just Jeremy versus Nasco. Very neutral, but blue team yet again there for the follow-up on kickoff. They've been cheating off. Sprondu in the corner. Red team's half trying to get on the offense, trying to gain a grip, but blue team very ready for the attack, very ready to go. Sneaky cutting a little bit in front of Nasco, made an awkward situation, but blue team now on a defensive situation. They really don't look comfortable. When you're looking on the back line, when they are on defense, it's awkward, but a little bit of a breakaway, a little bit of a mistake by just Jeremy. Sneaky trying to get a cheeky shot on net. It is scary now. Blue team is in that pepper situation. They are loading the shotgun. They are firing on all cylinders. But a mistake by Nasco allows Jeremy to get it past midfield. Now red team on that offensive scary situation if you're blue team.
And Pooh King fires this one and gonna hit the crossbar and out. It's been a little bad that one didn't find the back of the net, but is stuff so far. And God, just because I finally just saw it, the Texas-style Cowboys car that Boosh Kadoosh is rocking even has the cow skull on the top of the topper. That is quite the fashion statement for sure. Yeah, I would change that. You know, that's a car that looks like it's going to choke in the playoffs if it has anything to do with the Cowboys, but we'll see, I guess.
Ooh, some massive shots fired. If you're in chat and you're a fan, you gotta be hit back there. But blue team, they're doing a really good job on defense, but what I would like to see with them is more offensive pressure. They're getting the clears, but they're not getting them in a controlled situation, and it's allowing red team to get what you can see by the scoreboard, 5 shots on net to blues 2. Red team has simply just gotten more pressure this game. Blue team, there's a lot of breakaway positions. Oh, and a pass by Nasco. Sneaky Snake coming in. A very, very near block, but great job. Great job communicating that too. Nasco passed this. Sneaky Snake was already there. He was ready for the pass. Great comms. And here we are. 2 up, 2-1 at a minute 54. Kickoff number 4.
And some light banter in the chat. We love to see it. He's talking about Sprondos says, I need some shark fin soup. He posted that a little bit ago. And a keynote of Sneaky Snake. He's rocks the endo. I mean, this guy is loyal to the endo. He also rocks that shark fin on top. And right after he scored the goal, chirping immediately in chat says, I want some Canadian soup. Sprondo from the great state of Canada. Let's get that up there. So our home and native land, the great white north. Trying to get some Spronyo soup out there. And maybe some shark poutine. Who knows? Boosh Kadoosh a little too far up. He got a little too excited that ball coming towards him. And once again, Pooh King, not Poutine, Pooh King. Gonna put one in from deep again. Both shots came from about 3/4 field.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you look at this, you got 4 goals on the scoreboard right now. 3 of them have been scored from the opponent's half. That's them hitting it in their half to your half and it going in net. What we really need to see by these teams is more people sitting further back on the defensive position. That third man needs to hang back a little bit further if they're getting those breakaway goals. And you can see it here. They're getting the breakaway goals. And blue team has been in position a few times. Red team has been in position a few times. But I think they're just getting antsy and moving too far forward on the pitch. Red team now in an offensive position. Blue team is starting to struggle with boost right now. They're behind and it shows. They're not able to get the ball out. And the constant pressure by red team is just making it so that they waste their boost on a very not tactile hit.
In the demo, almost a breath of fresh air there. I mean, they were so starved for boost. And I mean, you know, you hate to be off the pitch away from your teammates. But you're coming back with some boost at least that you weren't able to get before. Sneaky one-on-one Sprondo. Sneaky going to come up to the task here, and we may get blessed with another overtime here. Or Jeremy will float one in. This one, the Larry Bird shot, the absolute rainbow. Going to find its way just inside of that post. And the anticlimactic poof goal explosion. But no more hype than you can get there with just 9 to go, and now a 1-goal lead for the squad.
Blue team, they gotta lay the pressure. 0-second drill right now. Gonna be grounded. End of the game. 7 punch bags is Pooh King's team name right there. I think that's hilarious. But I mean, let's look at the sheer amount of pressure on the scoreboard right now. Yes, if you're looking at saves, right, blue team has the advantage, but that's only because there are 10 shots coming out of this red team. 3 to show for it, right? So maybe they get a little bit more accurate, but you got 3 shots coming out of Sneaky Sank, Boosh Kadoosh, and Nasco. They need to find a pressure center and start hitting it, because 3 shots next game, that's not enough pressure. They're gonna have to turn up the heat.
Yeah, I mean, when you see a chart that one-sided, it's surprising that it wasn't a wider differential between those two squads. I mean, you're talking a 7-shot difference between one to the other, but only 1 goal. So, I may have an insider tip that just came in, but I think they're going to be looking for a little bit more placement on some centering passes, this blue squad. And I'm a connoisseur of the pass. I like my playmaker medals. I like to facilitate. So I've been looking for some more facilitation from the blue squad here in game 2. 20 seconds. We've got nothing so far, but Sneaky gonna pound this one in the midfield. Spragno up on the field there. Nice centering touch. Nobody there. Nasco punches in the corner, and now blue looking to start their attack.
Oh, dangerous in the air right now. Sneaky Snake able to get some pressure for the blue team. Much needed pressure, but a breakaway by red team. Can they get in? Sneaky Snake, the hero in the blue team needed right now, able to get the block, but red team is still on pressure zone. Blue team running out of boost, and they're cutting to make up for their lack of boost, and it's really leading into a lot of their side errors on defensive plays. Red team, I mean, look at them. Even when they're on defense, it does not feel threatening. They've created a rotation barrier for each one of their members, and if you watch them, they're away from each other, I would say 75% of this game, and it's led to better offensive pressure for them, as they can allow one person to get downfield, make a play, then allow a next person to go, and pepper and pepper and pepper. Blue team, though, doing a much better job this game at allowing some neutrality, allowing some back and forth, not trying to always get these huge clears, but maybe get some more mechanical touches and mechanical passes to their team.
Yeah, I think your point there, I mean, Orange team does look rotationally solid. I mean, threes is all about, basically a windmill rotation. You got your first man, you got your second man, you got your third man. First man, you make your touch, you get out. That third man comes up. This one, gonna get saved by Poo King. A second shot opportunity. Oh, feels bad because I heard it. I heard it, chat. I heard the ghost hit from Poo King, and nothing registered there. Rip Psionics. It didn't even look like he was close to it on the replay. I heard it. You heard it. Watch the VOD. I know the ghost hit was there. Goal anyway. Sneaky Snake don't care. He didn't hear anything. That's a 1-0 lead for them.
And I'll tell you what, that right there, putting the lead on if you're this blue team, now they can turtle. Now their play style, this is where it shines. They can hang back, which is what they've done a lot of these games, but when you're putting on the pressure that this red team is, what do you do here? You got 2 people just watching the play in net right now. Poo King, little bouncer, but it's a quick bouncer, 60 miles per hour, back of the net, fireball.
And if you're Poo King there, you feel like you got the hit on that one. You know what your response is to that? Ball don't lie. We're answering with a goal right off the bat. So gonna be a tough second half here for sure. But going back to, we're talking about rotations, right? First man makes the hit, second man comes in, first man's getting out of there, third man swings up, and you kind of go just back and forth. And look at that pre-flip from Sneaky going from post to post, clearing that one out. But and that's, again, factor of rotation, where even if that first person goes, you don't have anything super threatening towards the net. Sneaky again coming in with that pre-jump. They're there, but field spacing, it just seems so much better for the orange squad. You have to separate yourselves a little bit if you're that blue squad.
Yeah, and honestly speaking, I can't tell if this is coming naturally or over comms, but when they're in the position that they're in, it's right, and it seems right. I would say 90% of this game, red team has made some very, very few positional errors. Yes, they have made a few mistakes here or there, but their positioning has allowed them to keep this pressure. Here we are again, a minute 33, we're on blue team's half, and blue team struggles in this position. They struggle to get it downfield, not waste too much boost, and there's red team in their position. Their mid-man comes in, gets the attack, goes back into rotation. Next man goes on the attack, goes back on the defense. And here we are again, a little bit of an error by red team, but they've got people back.
Yeah, I mean, look at that play there, perfectly indicative of everything you can want in a perfect rotation. I mean, ideally, yes. If you're Jeremy, you would have loved to have hit that ball and continued on your offensive attack. But Sprondo, the first man, was already on his way back, and that missed touch didn't really affect him because he was able to get the touch away. And then Sprondo, once again, he put it in the corner. He went for another touch. He missed his touch, but again, nothing threatening because you had a person back already. And if you don't have perfect rotations as they're doing right now, that most certainly would have been a 2-1 scoreline, but it's not. We're still at 1-1 with 30 to go.
Absolutely, and blue team, I think mechanically they're there. In the air, they're getting the challenges. I think it's a matter of just fixing rotation, fixing where you're at. And honestly speaking, I'm seeing too much cut come out of the blue team. You have a member who's like, I can get the hit. They aren't allowing their backman to get the better hit. It's not about who can get to the ball first, but it's who can get the ball first and create some positional advantage. 1-1, looks like we're going to be going to overtime with blue team. Surprisingly, on the last offense, overtime Puking versus Nasco.
They're going to have 2 minutes to decide a winner here in this Game 2 matchup of Round 2. Bushkadu's quiet effort from him so far, but again, points don't always tell the whole story. You know, points are great. You get points for doing things. But Puking, I mean, this man is just peppering him in. I mean, that was his 5th shot of the game, and none better than that one. GWG gonna come through the Wimmer. Creamy boys gonna come through there, or punching bags, whatever you want to call yourselves. They get the sweep.
I'll tell you what, and Puking did not care about accuracy the entire series. Puking said, there's a net, I'm going to put the ball there. I don't care how many times they're going to save it. We're going to keep putting it there.
There is such a thing as, accuracy by volume. Like, if you're out there, I mean, that's, oh, come on, 5th. I'm going to need you to stop doing this to your camera, brother. But yeah, accuracy by volume. I mean, they make buckshot for a reason, right? You're gonna cover a lot more distance than that than just a regular round. So, it's got the spread, got a couple hits in there. Missed a couple, but some still found the back of the net. And I think that's really what we saw in Game 1 and 2 from them. I mean, shot chart a lot closer in Game 2. Team 3 really stepped it up in that Game 2, but just, I mean, it's hard to defend that many shots coming at you just constantly.
And I'll have to agree with you, man. I really, Puking, if you're listening to this, I'm pleading, I'm begging with you right now. I need you to create an alternate account called Splatter King, because that was the performance we saw here. This was not one clump. This was multiple splatters. You were a hippopotamus flinging it out there, man. And I'll tell you what, I agree. I mean, accuracy by volume, he created the volume and then some. That last game, if we were to total up, him alone, disregarding his team, had 5 shots on net compared to the opposing team's total of 4 shots on net. The man outpaced the entire opposing team on offense. Unstoppable performance, honestly.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to try to get past that wall, but again, still good amount of time there for Team 3. I mean, they put up again a very valiant effort. Didn't play bad really by any stretch of the imagination, but 5th ace, we're also readjusting his camera again. Didn't play bad by any stretch of the imagination, but like I said, it's tough to defend and defend and defend and defend and defend and defend and defend. Eventually, hey, Beaver, right? Beaver dams break. It happens, The dam just finally broke, and that last one was able to get pounded through. But something else that we saw in that match was just the deep ball. I mean, again, how many goals were scored at that midfield stripe or beyond? The majority of the goals in that set were from defensive position.
Yeah, we'll count them, actually. We can 100% count this. In game number 1, we had 3 of the overall goals by both teams there scored from their own half, meaning they launched it. And then second game 2, 2 of the 3 total goals were launched from either midfield or slightly over midfield. I mean, it again came down to a few positional errors, and honestly speaking, it went to the team that had less positional errors and more offensive pressure, and that's how it's always going to go.
I'm seeing that my team 3 didn't win.
They did not.
If it makes you feel better, Bumpo's team lost as well.
Yeah, I noticed my coins were not back.
They have been dispersed to Pit Boss, who stole all your coins. Again, the underdogs, both times. We had a 95-5 favorite. The 5%er won in Series 1. Series 2, the 9%er won over the 91%ers.
Dang.
Shoot.
Big odds.
Just throw
Maybe
a
they
couple.
played.
I mean, you know,
I'm saying, throw
little
a
Timmy,
tenner in there and
spare me
call
your
it a day.
change. Just throw throw whatever you got in there, and you could pad your money if you're betting on underdogs. It's underdog kind of night.
Who King and Spondu and Jeremy. Nice playing, guys. Way to go. Because I know Team 3 has to be a hard team to beat. It really does. I mean, you got Nasco and Benjamin. You know, Sneaky's just wild. He's so fun to watch, and he's so great to play with, and you just never know what he's going to do.
And
They
honestly
hung
speaking,
tough.
folks, I mean, if you boil it down, we always like to joke at casting curse. But if you're a viewer watching this and you're thinking, hey, maybe I should partake, let's see what's going on. Number one, please do. It's super easy. Go to Facebook. It takes let's total out 2 minutes worth of work to get into this group. We would love to have you. But let's also pay attention. The MMR difference 25 delta. That means there's a 25 difference between the top man and the low man across the entire chart board on how they set up the team. So that's why we coin caster curse, because these are even. Like, they are so even. You can't predict this 100% because there's so many variables at play. So again, props to Garrett for putting on another great season, another great week that we have here. I mean, good job to all teams, honestly.
Well, my last caster curse won the tournament.
Yeah,
That was with Ballsy Rusher, and that was the last one that I got to cast.
I don't personally ever consider it a curse. I'm putting my faith and trust in a team that I think is going to do well, whether it's because I've been watching these players for the last 170 weeks at this point, just about. Obviously they haven't all been here that long, but I've been sitting on the casting desk for over half of that time. I've watched you guys play. I know how you guys do. I know what you're going to do, roughly speaking. I don't know all the variables like Bump was saying, but I have a pretty good idea of how you're going to perform out there. So I'm saying I have an idea that I think those guys are going to do well. There's no ill intent behind it whatsoever.
Oh, no ill intent, but everybody just knows when the fifth comes into play, it's a curse.
It's just a friendly banter thing for us up on the desk, too, It's just an added element of fun.
It depends on intent, right? Are you intending to curse, or are you putting your faith?
I mean, yeah, well, Fifth came up here going guns for blazing for Nasco, and I can't blame him for that one.
I mean, fair, for sure.
And anytime any one of us casters goes back out there on the field, you guys are looking at us like, oh, okay, it's this guy's turn. Got it.
Still waiting. If you're watching here and wondering why we're in limbo right here, we're still waiting on one of the matches to report here before we can get into the next bracket and see who's matched up against who. Looks like Team 8 and Team 12 are the teams. They're probably going into overtime. Now keep in mind, in order to orchestrate this event, the overtime at 2 minutes is when it's done. Whatever score is reported will be tied at that point in time. It is still a tie game. You quit the match, you go to the next one, or you're done with your series at that point in time, and you report that game as a tie. So Team 8, Team 12 shouldn't be waiting too long for them.
We actually had our first overtime of the night, and they went to 158 before one of them scored.
Oh, nice. The buzzer beater.
Literally under the gun. I had it typed in there like 2 minutes, guys, and then one of them scored at 150, and I'm like, all right, you're cutting it close.
delete.
I didn't even delete it. I'm just like, 2 minute worded. That was close.
Yeah, and looking at the comments again, if you guys are just tuning in, tomorrow's my birthday. It would mean a lot. It's just I mean, obviously it's to the stream, right? But it would be a lot if we could hit that like button. possibly the subscribe if you guys can financially get it. You know, $5.99, helping us out is the dad side of things. So likes, subs are much appreciated, and gifted subs. I mean, get these people active. If you have the feasibility, gift those subs out, guys. We would love to have much larger community so we can put these events on a much more massive scale.
And in case you didn't know and you're not already using it, if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free sub a month. I send my free sub every month to the Dad Gaming. My Prime sub's gone to the Dad Gaming for like the last year and a half.
Nice.
What else am I gonna do? Subscribe to myself with it? That's silly.
Are you kidding? I'd love to. I'm broke.
You know, it's
on my
kind of
wall.
hilarious, but if I actually did that, it would pay for like half of my Prime for the year, I guess.
And
I've been streaming a lot more here lately, trying to get my subs up. I've gained a few new followers here lately. Got a couple new subs in, so just working on it.
Yeah, I'm pushing for the 1,000 followers. I'm at 939 right now.
Pushing for the 3. Oh
I'm
wait, no.
Oh, looks. Speaking of 3, round 3 is up.
Oh, it is.
Jeez.
It is.
Look at that.
I won't hijack you this time, Bump. Where do you want?
You know, I want to go towards a team that hasn't been on stream, so I may need help with that. But I'm looking at the that 15 series, 13 versus Team 11, with D's versus Team 11.
Oh, he took
Dang. I was looking at that one too.
That's gonna be a
That's
fun one. Yeah.
That's what I was wanting to. That's what I was just sitting there looking at. So has
Leave
anybody
it.
watched the Gong Show yet?
Hey,
No, I don't think so. We watched all the caster picks so far.
Oh, that's Team 14 versus Team 9. We watched Team 9 though, didn't we? We did.
Yeah, we just watched them last round.
Yeah.
We might have to pick them up next time around.
right.
Oh no, actually
Hey.
they have got the only 2 teams that have not been watched yet. So anything we pick is going to be somebody we watch.
8 and 10. We haven't watched either of them
Well, we
yet
haven't
tonight.
watched them yet. Yeah.
I'm saying send it 8 and 10.
8.
Send it 8 and 10. Got it. All right. And did I do? You look at me. I'm surprising myself with how fast I this dad brain, right? I was like, did I set the predictions up already? They've been going for a minute. Like, Jesus.
Wow.
You getting in your own head, Beaver. You've been out of the game for too long.
Yeah, man. It as the youngins say, it be like that sometimes.
Hey,
Yeah.
people say it don't be like it is, but it do.
Get
Yeah.
you on the other side, guys.
Yeah,
Good
our
luck,
game's
guys.
up. See y'all.
See y'all. And Beaver, props to you, man. It would take a lot of discipline and time to be able to do what you're doing right now. You're casting, you're vocalizing, you're streaming, you're setting up the background, and you're getting the brackets in right positioning, you're getting the backgrounds in right positioning. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you're doing right now. So everybody in chat, man, can we give some big props to Beaver for just kind of orchestrating the screen right now, allowing your eyes to see things. I feel like that's a props moment right there.
Hey, man, I got monitors up in this place. That's what's helping out with that for sure. I got the field goal post set up, and and you're interested in seeing it set up. It's in the Facebook group, but I get a little bit of practice going. It took a little bit get the bike wheels running a little again. Had a little rust on them, but we're figuring it out. I think.
I have not noticed any rust, if that counts for anything here. Game number 1, Team 11 versus Team 13. Talk to me about this matchup. What are you feeling? What are you feeling right now?
I mean, it's a fire matchup for sure. I mean, you got players on blue that are kind of sewers of the cliff. I'm talking about Ballsy Rusher. I'm talking about Black Phoenix. Ballsy Rusher, you're going to see him go for ceiling shots at least 3 or 4 times a game. This dude loves ceiling shots. He even shot that one high because he wanted to get the ceiling on it. Love ceiling shots. Black Phoenix, this guy's a high flyer as well. Also has a Black Phoenix goal explosion if he's still using it, so love that. Love the theme. And the real, this dude's solid on a third man, but Ballsy, nice little half flip to get back there. I thought that one was going to find its way in. He's able to dominate that. But a fire matchup, and on the other side, you got Deranged Whale. This guy, all around solid player. Lightning, one of those guys who can, crack and pop off at any time. He can put the ball in the back of the net. And Williams, this player, I am speed, is Williams. This dude is from one side of the pitch to the other in a heartbeat, just like that. So gotta watch out. This is a quick, high-flying, fast-paced matchup.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, as far as the blue team, I'm very familiar with Ballsy. I mean, who's not familiar with this guy? What tournament does he not play in here? And honestly speaking, that's why I wanted to watch this one here. He is an entertainer, folks. He likes to get in the air. He likes to do those flippy tricks. Even when it might not make sense to do it, he's a showcaser, man. He's an entertainer. Blue team, the real MLB and Black Phoenix, I have not seen enough of that side of things to formulate a full opinion here. Red team side of things, I really don't know anybody but Deranged Whale. But what I've seen of Deranged Whale has been a nutty showcase. So I think, and we're seeing it right now, I think we're going to see a lot of neutrality out of these teams just based on coaching positions and who's in the captain seat here. And I mean, both teams are getting some shots on net, getting some great clears, and honestly, they are hitting the ball with authority.
Yeah, we talk about a lot in games when you get higher in Rocket League, higher in rank, about hitting the ball with purpose. When you get into some lower rank, it happens to not everyone, all the golds in chat. Leave me alone for a second. But in lower ranked Rocket League, there's a lot of just banging the ball around for no reason a lot. In higher ranks, you gotta hit the ball with purpose. You gotta put it somewhere that you're gonna touch it to where it's not gonna go bang out into the middle and then all of a sudden you have a wide open pass. Every touch has a meaning behind it, whether you're controlling around somebody, whether you're getting a flip, whether it's a pass for somebody, whether it's this leaked into the midfield and nobody's home for you. And we're seeing a lot of that. We haven't seen a lot of that boomer ball, as you can call it. There's a lot of touching with purpose.
I agree, and keep in mind, folks, what we are saying is touching with purpose and touching with authority. That does not mean touching it as hard as you can every time. This is a tactile chess match that we're seeing. Blue team, though, making it scary if you're on red team side of things, but red team very well defended and back into this neutral ping pong position.
Yeah, it hasn't been a boring first couple of minutes here, but we got only a $1:20 yet. I mean, time just melting off of the clock here, and it's almost going to seem like the first one to score is going to take this game one. We'll see. You still got time to go. Black Phoenix up, denied by Williams. The reel is there, saved by Deranged Whale.
Oh man, and honestly, I mean, you got to give a slight edge if you're blue team just based on the most recent pressure, but I agree with you. This game is going to boil down to just a couple seconds. Who can get, and let's be honest, with both teams' defense, who can get the cooler play here? Because it's been not a matter of fact of like the teams are not putting things on net or making great plays. It's both teams are doing exceptionally well on defense. Red team with a little bit of breakaway, and Williams from midfield launching it at the bottom of the top crossbar to go far down into the net. I mean, if you're looking at 24 miles per hour, let's double that, possibly triple, and that was the real speed of that ball.
Yeah, that one absolutely scorched by Williams, and we finally found the mistake, and that double commit punished them. Ballsy went up, Black Phoenix went up, and neither of them came down with the ball and perfect. I mean, you talked about making a shot. I mean, that one was not only smoked, but then barred down, up, off the top crossbar again, and then found its way home. That could be the dagger here. Lightning's going to have to make a save, though, and does. And he again talk about, man, a ball with purpose. Lightning back against the wall. He's the only man back. He's got to make a save. And he doesn't smash that into the corner. He eases off a little bit, uses just the underside of that car and gently touches it into his corner, controls it down so that ball doesn't leak out in the midfield to get a second shot opportunity off the rebound. Perfectly played game from Team 13. Don't change a thing. That was excellent Rocket League.
I mean, what amazing! I have to agree with you. What amazing Rocket League! Let's just look at the scores right now, right? Shots on net, both teams at 4. Saves, both teams at 3. This is anybody's game. I honestly think this next one, we're going to see some cut loose. We're going to see some crazy stuff happen. I think we're going to see a few more goals because I think the other teams have each other figured out. They have each other's number. They know where they're going to be. Now what they need to do is capitalize on that positioning. Red team, I mean, the slightest edge, and that's what gave them the win here. This next game is going to be lit.
You know, and it was really, again, off of the mistake. The one mistake that we saw in the game was the one mistake that cost them the game. I mean, this game very well could be timed. We could be sitting in overtime, you know, had it not been for that double commit. So I'm very interested to see here in game 2. And this finally, we don't have a swing on either side of the predictions. 54-46 this time around on predictions. But man, what a game 1 that we saw. Again, very technically sound game from these participants. So looking forward, game 2. Going to be pretty hype here as the match already started going early. This one banged down by Lightning, top performer on Team 13 in game 1. Ball Z, nice touch over, Deranged there. Touches this into the corner.
And Phoenix on the back line as third man. Red team, though, doing a great job staying on offensive pressure. It hasn't been too terrifying for blue team, but they're starting to dwindle on boost. Williams coming out with a cheeky shot on net. Comes wide, but a bad save by the real MLB, but red team with a little bit of an error. Williams doing a good job to recoup the losses and try and get it back to blue team's end.
60 seconds elapsed and still blanks on the scoreboard. It took us, what, over 4.5 minutes to get our first goal on that. And even look at that backboard play by the real. Just technically sound. And something that I talked about a little bit earlier in the night is, you know, rank disparity on your team, right? You have a hard carry if you're in that top number team, a GC, and then a little bit lower players. This is Team 11 and Team 13. So these higher numbered teams are a lot closer in rank than those top ones. I mean, these are people that you can actually run into comp with most of the time. So the chemistry there, the speed of the game there. I mean, if these players, let's say they all just went into casual right now in their threes groups, they'd probably run into each other and play each other because the ranks are so close between these squads and between the players.
Yeah, I like to call the higher up teams the 2s+1. Because almost guaranteed Lightning coming in with the first goal at 3 minutes, trying to exit out of the background situation. Lightning, he cut position, came across field to his own backboard play and put it top right. What a great job recognizing a situation and then finalizing on that situation.
Yeah, it's a little lost on the backboard there was real. I think he's in reverse on the backboard, which is never a fantastic play. Sometimes it works. That one unfortunately didn't work out for him there, but still plenty of time. Didn't wait till the last minute to put one on the board this time around. We're approaching second half here. 1-0, and I think you're going to see maybe a little bit more urgency now out of this blue squad. You know, urgency doesn't mean we have to start double committing, but it means maybe just play just that little bit quicker. Just ratchet it up just a couple of miles per hour.
Yeah, when you're playing from a behind position, let's be honest, if you're neutral, right, when you're taking 50s, you take them differently. If you're behind, it's a race to be first to the ball to create an opening, whereas if you're ahead, you can play the clock. And right now, Red Team is doing an excellent job playing the clock. They've kept it when it's in offense. They've kept it in their corner in a non-shootable position. When they're on offense, they haven't taken risks they haven't needed to take. They are burning the clock. Their shot is to the ground and in the air. It doesn't necessarily have to be in net every time.
Yeah, the thing about, putting something even close to net is it's going to make somebody move. I mean, that goalkeeper has to respect the shot coming towards the net. Your notification flashing on the top right of the screen that, hey, something's coming at me. This is a threat. I got to try to make it safe here, and even that little break in rotation or making that person move or doing whatever, I mean, it's going to lead to some goals.
And I'll tell you what, Red Team has done a good job breaking away this game. They've put a lot more offensive pressure on the blue team. Shot count on Red Team, 3 shots to blue team's 1. And blue team right now, they're trying to be overly speedy, I feel. And Red Team, they're just trying to hit the ball downfield, and it's working in their favor. Another risky situation if you're blue team. Low boost, stagnant midfield. I mean, you gotta do better than this, guys. 51 seconds, it is a scramble to start hitting things on net, not just getting it in the opposing team's half.
They have 40 seconds to do it here. They need to work on locking them in, maybe grabbing some boost here. Instead, ball gonna get cleared out. The reel is there, gonna put it into the corner. Black Phoenix trying to chase this down. He's up on the wall here. Looking for a Arsenal pinch, I think that is, in the corner there. Not able to find.
And I mean, look at Red Team. Look
at
where
this
they're
passing play.
Oh. And there it is again. I mean, Red Team have walled up. They know what they need to do to win this one, and they're doing it beautifully. I mean, Blue Team, you gotta glance at the pressure and the amount of tactile plays that they made. It has not been there. Great save by Williams at the end to make it so the point differential is not so high. But overall, Team 13, I mean, honestly, I would say these guys are the underdogs. And look at the players that are scoring here. I mean, they are all involved. What a great showcase by Deranged Whales team here.
I mean, just a great series. I mean, that's one that you honestly wish would last a little bit longer. And hopefully we'll see him later on tonight in the finals bracket. But just a very technically sound, well-played series. I mean, really no complaints about what we saw there.
It's crazy to think the amount of mechanical errors that we didn't see. I mean, there were so many chances where things were a little bit of awry and teams could make a lot of errors. And yeah, there were a few errors here and there, but both teams and all members of both teams doing a great job of ball control. Ultimately, back and forth. Second game in the series, though, I mean, it was a little bit of a crushing. It really was. If you're looking at statistics, if you're looking at shots on net, if you're looking at differences of one team compared to another, who's in whose half, I mean, you have to give it to Red Team. I mean, they did a really, really good job at turning up the heat. And honestly speaking, it felt like they were setting the pace and Blue Team was responding to that space. So great job. And honestly speaking, that's what leads to wins.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the high flying, the flip reset, the musty, the anything. It just stay home, do your job. First man, second man, third man, do your job. They're the jobs. I mean, that's a perfect sweep. I mean, those 2 shutouts in a row from them. It's hard to do, hard to accomplish.
Especially when you look at the opposing team. I mean, that is huge, and that's a feel-good going into round number 4 in this set. Now, if you're tuning in, again, if you're a new viewer, how this goes is we have 4 rounds of Swiss. The Swiss is what decides who goes to the tournament bracket. Top 8 teams are going to go to the tournament bracket. As we're going through, you guys are going to see the standings here. And honestly speaking, I mean, we've seen some swings back and forth here. This has been a really, really good week for teams just edging for that top coined position.
Let's see. This here. This here. Put that here. Let's see if I can make some standings magic happen.
And oh, my favorite, I do appreciate the update. If anybody didn't see that, the B stream had a little bit of a slow start, so we're going to be hanging in limbo. You guys have been listening to us just kind of speak into your ears as we wait on them to kind of catch back up to the pace. It looks like there's a few teams that haven't reported yet, so overall, that's kind of where everybody's at right now. I mean, let's go into the standings here. This is exciting, really, really exciting. We have a huge stark contrast between top and bottom teams, obviously, but when you start looking at mid-tier, that's a scramble. I mean, look at this. It really could be anyone on the bottom side of things going into that top 8 position to get into the tournament bracket. So honestly, good job for coming back from what seems like dire situations to all teams involved.
Oh, NA production. There we go. All right, here we go. Bang. Standing's going to be up there on your right and full tournament schedule right here on your left.
Now, talk to me, Beaver. Is there anybody in this lineup here that stands out to you as being maybe not where they should be, whether it's on the bottom side or the top side? Are there any surprises or any shock and awes that we're seeing here?
I'm surprised that Moose's squad is 0-3. That's interesting for me that they've been able to split all of their series. My team right now that I picked on the outside looking in 9th place, in 8th. The Make It Elite squad, I would expect them to see to win. Team 12, Chaos Crew, and Team 12. I'm surprised they're down there at 0-2, but they still got our score to report here in round 8.
I'll tell you what, most surprising on these standings, and again, we're seeing standings from the first 2 sets, right? So it could skew here a little bit. But my most surprising thing is McItaly's team. Team 5, that's a fearsome trio that they have going there. It surprises me right now that they've had so much difficulties at the lower games there, the first 2 sets. I expect to see them going into the tournament bracket. If they don't get there, that's going to be a shock and awe situation for me.
We'll definitely see. I mean, still got another round left. Still got some scores to report here in round 2 as well. So even these standings as we see them could change as we still have a couple to report. So we'll see. Paul Z says, I've been trying to stop doing ceiling shots because I do them too much. That's what's messing me up. Fair enough.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ballsy, though, remember at the end of the day, you're an entertainer. If you hit that shot, you're a freaking hero, man. You're a hero for at least 10 seconds.
I mean,
What's up, Beryl? How you doing?
aside from ceiling shots, it's also teammates, lag, controller broken, feels backflip.
I'll leave off.
Barrel? I haven't seen that dude in ages.
Because you didn't feel his barrel.
Trying to.
We had an interesting matchup. We had Dumpus Pumpus coming in, taking a sub for Team 10. Their third player had just dropped out for some reason, had technical difficulties or something. So Dumpus Pumpus come in, playing keyboard and mouse as their third, with a beautiful 360 fake on one shot.
Oh man, it was a Wild West out there. It was hilarious.
It was split. They split the games, but overall, I think Team 10 took it with the point differential.
I'll tell you what, if you're tuning in from B Stream, our point differential, going back to the first game, both teams had 3 shots on net, and both teams had 2 saves, if I'm recalling that correct. It was a 1-0. It was kind of just honestly speaking, a lucky and fortunate breakaway that won that match, and it stayed close for the rest of the round. So, I mean, we were on pins and needles a few times in front of each team's net.
Dude, honestly, coming out that second game, Team 10 came back strong. Mixtory, their second man, was a freaking force. I think he ended up with 4 or 5 saves and a goal. Like, dude was just a wall on the back end.
Fresh coming out with that one save. I mean, out of nowhere, Kerr puts a beautiful shot on, and Fresh out of nowhere comes in with a beautiful save. Just nobody saw that one coming.
All too often, the defense in these games is overlooked, but somebody's really got to start making a compilation of the amazing, incredible saves that we see every single week. I mean, the very first game, we had the F-150, the massive truck get in the way of what honestly was an apparent goal turned into an impressive save. I mean, it's too often that defense, people talk about it, but they don't talk about it enough.
You know, maybe that's what I need to do for content. Just start clipping my saves. I'll put them on my TikTok.
I'd still have to start clipping everybody else's.
I get some ridiculous saves. I just I never remember to hit the clip button.
Actually, I've had some really good saves here lately, but I've had some really good shots. I had a couple of redirects. I was playing, speaking of which, I was playing with Barrel. No, I wasn't playing with, playing with Barrel. Had a redirect that was just nuts.
Most of my clips now are like WTF Rocket League clips. It's like, how did this possibly happen in this game? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I just started to going a new direction with my clips, and I started clipping all my deaths in Tarkov. I don't know if the market's really saturated on that, but
I think there'd be way too many swear words if I was clipping that. It'd be too
oh,
much
it is
too much
not
frustration.
PG by any means.
I'm going death slams only for anything.
Yeah, no. I literally I don't TikTok, and I made a TikTok account just to post my death clips. It's stupid. It's never gonna go anywhere. It's just for my own entertainment more than anything else.
A compilation of favorite.
It's literally just it's like 3 to 5 clips of just me getting wrecked with some edits thrown in there for entertainment's sake.
The reverse clip. I always love the clips that you see scrolling across like the Facebook sites where they're clipping the almost makes, where it was almost amazing, and then it just kind of flops out at the end. Those are the most entertaining, honestly.
You gotta hit them. You know, that's when you finish it up with like the old, what is it? Not State Farm. Who was that commercial where it's a guy with the fishing reel with the dollar bill on it? Like,
yeah, it was State Farm.
Had it. Was it State Farm?
I thought so. Gotta be quicker.
Gotta be quicker than that.
The nasty shot.
Barrel, what would your MMR be for the dad gaming? You'd have to ask Garrett, honestly, dude.
What's your regular MMR?
Yeah. What's your rank? We'll base it off of that. You haven't been in one of these matchups in a while. You're probably due for a reset anyway.
Oh, he's just like champ 1, champ 2, I think.
No. He's got to outrank. I mean, I'm the barely champ because I don't play anymore, but
Plat
Plat 3-ish. Get out of here. All right, Garrett, put him in his GC2.
I'd love to say.
You know, there used to be a, well, it actually still is a thing. When I played in a lot of like pool leagues and stuff like that, if you were a new player, you got
Your
ranked
handicap.
at the highest skill level.
Yep.
Regardless, doesn't matter if you your first
Until
day
you
playing,
earn your handicap,
anything,
you're gonna
yeah.
get burned.
You played at the highest level.
Yep. Well, say that you come in and join a league trying to sandbag people.
Obviously, here you're on a team with a bunch of other people, so it wouldn't exactly work well like that.
No.
What up, McClan? By the way, what's up, man? What we're in limbo here. Just looking at it, some teams are falling pretty far behind on the timing. We got 5 and 12 still have yet to report. Does anybody have an update on that one?
I'm surprised because we had to wait a couple minutes for our matchup to even start. The server was up early, but the other team had to wait because of that sub situation.
Looks like the captain of 12 is in the admin chat. Could be a
Maybe
reporting
having some issues.
issue.
I don't know what you're thinking, but Mick is doing awesome. Mick was a wall back there.
Yeah, Mixery was killing it. I don't know where that's coming from.
Mixture, I gotta talk us up a little bit. It's coming from the two's performance that we put on yesterday. That's where this gameplay is coming from.
You know what? I'm sure we haven't done this. So let me see if I can still do these. Let me see if I can get you guys' favorite things. Stand by.
Are you suffering from exhaustion, sleep deprivation, headaches? Is your hair thinning? Do you ever wonder to yourself, what happened? Then you might be suffering from parenting. Parenting affects 10 out of 10 mothers and fathers around the world and can lead to extreme debt and loss of self-identity. You may need a fucking break. A fucking break lets you step away from it all. Results of a fucking break may vary. Side effects include a sigh of relief, decrease in blood pressure, and hanging with the boys. Do not take a fucking break if there's no one watching your kids, and if you've taken one in the last 24 hours. Talk to your spouse before you take a fucking break. Parenting is not easy. Take a fucking break.
There we go. I had to bust it back. I still got them on there. I had to let you guys get a fucking break real quick.
That is
You know
still
what I mean?
and will forever be my favorite commercial for anything ever.
I was like,
Yeah, no prescription needed.
Oh my gosh, that is the best commercial you could put in a dad gaming group. I mean, hands down, bar none.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yasu, hit Beaver with the 2-fact. Let's make this thing happen. Nah, we're good. Round 4 is up. Who's our bubble boys?
Bubblers.
Oh man. All right. Have we watched Rue yet?
we haven't.
No.
I'm gonna let you pick again because to be honest, this is really small on the screen.
12
now.
is
I have
playing
this and I can't
10.
see shit.
We watched 10 too many times already.
I
That's
can't
a
either.
no-go.
Okay, we're gonna.
We haven't watched 5 yet. Have we
Yeah.
watched 14? I don't even know who 14 is. So I'm gonna go with
No,
no.
that's what I wanted to watch. That's Gong Show.
There you go. Yeah, let's do it. 5 and 14. Stokes and 14.
5 and 14. All right.
On the beat stream.
B stream's got 5 and 14.
And you
where
know,
we going?
honestly, I'm looking at 4 and 9, mostly because number one, 9 was the team that I picked, right? Also, we haven't had a chance to
Based.
see them in action, and they are on the bubble. That is a bubble match through and through.
So
we got
we've watched
McKinley.
4 on A stream already.
We watched 9 already, but I think we've hit just about everybody at this
Oh, yeah,
point.
every team's been watched once.
There's only 14 teams. We're watching
Yeah, and
for every round.
14
Has
hasn't
anybody
on
been
A
missed?
stream.
No, we've hit everybody once.
We did it.
And speaking of which, by the way, if you're watching and you haven't participated or you forgot to hit the button saying that you're joining, please, 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 when they come out, it'll be there on Saturday. Join up. We would love to have you as part of the community. We would love to have more teams involved on this so we get to a point where it's like we have so many teams to choose from where we don't have to think on who we stream. We can just automatically choose that team. We would love you guys to be a part of this growing community.
There you go. With Dusty Boy, we haven't seen Dusty Boy yet. We will see Team.
Here we go. We're joining
We'll see
in on
Team
ours.
2.
So
All
we'll
right,
see on the flip
boys.
side.
So we get
Oh,
Dusty
man,
Boy,
they're
who
already going,
we haven't seen yet, and then we'll also get to see a bubble team, Team 3, see if they can make it in. Since we're gonna duplicate. If we had more teams, we wouldn't have to duplicate. Get in your teams next week.
Hint, 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 everybody. Just click the join. We would love to have you. We want to cast you. We want to see you on stream. And let's be honest, we want to see those clips too. We want to see you do something cool. Please do something cool.
I want to wake the neighbors for a different reason.
Love it. Big fan.
Maybe Big Fan will come in here. Imagine we get Big Fan on our island here and get him to handicap some players. It'd be great.
Oh, man. We are
Too fast.
on our matchup. Oh, man. Now, from what we're seeing, just getting into it, 1-0 at 3 minutes 40 with blue team maintaining pressure here. Red team, though, coming down the pitch. Mick, who is that on the ball right there? What's that guy's name? Naked Ninja. Oh my gosh, that is a name right there. Naked Ninja coming up the pitch there.
I had to stop and take a look for a second. I was doing the scene change speed run over here to get everything set back up. We're good. We're good.
Now 3 minutes, 6 seconds left. I mean, we're seeing midfield neutrality as both teams are just trying to get that grip and control. Red team, though, getting the fluff on blue team's side. They've done a good job at maintaining pressure, albeit not risky in the last 30 seconds here, but it's at least pressure on net. And honestly speaking, that starts to lead to boost advantages, and that starts to lead more pressure and then risky pressure, and then hopefully capitalization to break it even 1-1. 2 minutes, 37 seconds. Blue team.
This may be a base take for me on why I really wanted to watch too, but Dusty Boy has probably the highlight of my caster reel. Like, the most hype I ever got was Dusty Boy in one of our tournaments did a ceiling reset. It was like out of this, like he did a ceiling reset redirect. It was like out of this world, and I'm pretty sure I set off car alarms when that happened. He just has the magic. I want to see it again, and the magic once again there is he's going to come through with the first goal of the game.
And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be completely honest. As you were setting up the back end, I completely queued into the wrong game here. So let me get to the right game.
That's a rip, for sure. Alright, so Sneaky gonna come in here, gonna throw this one all the way downfield. Nasco went for a demo on Dan Sotkiss. Not able to get through on that. Dusty Boy throws this one all the way down the pitch. Now, he didn't go for the mid boost. Look at him try to play the ball, setting up his teammates. Sneaky, not like this. 2-0 on the net. We'll see if Dusty Boy can get back. No, he can't. Oh my God, he almost did. Almost just ate my hat there. But he, Sneaky Snake, saving me this time. He's gonna even up the game at 1.
And good job to Sneaky Snake. In the air, he hit it, and then he immediately down boosted to the ground so he could get back into position for the final play. Blazin versus Nasco in kickoff number 3. Blue team with a clear win, but red team doing a good job to scramble. Red team positional errors, though. Blue team getting some immediate pressure straight off the kickoff. Red team scrambling. They are on mid-even boost across the pitch. They need to be careful where they're touching this ball. Blue team, however, positionally they're good, but mechanically they've made some errors on the back end. Red team with some pressure now. Nasco trying to get it back into a pressure position. Booskadoosh getting it into the corner on the offensive pressure for red team. Blue team, though, they've done a good job sending one man out, getting the play, sending the next man, so it hasn't been extremely risky, but red team has kept it on the blue team's half here.
Dusty, nice control. Dusty again a high player, GC1, GC2 for Dusty Boy. So he's going to be playing with definitely some of our lower members. But Booshka going to come in there, is going to posterize on Dusty Boy there. That's going to count as a duck. Just kidding, it wasn't Dusty, it was Blazin. I'm a bad caster. Let me start all over. Hey, Booshka scored a goal.
Yeah, I agree with you. I saw Booshkadoosh score that goal back into kickoff number 4. Both teams have done a good job on the kickoff, not making it so it's too stressful for either side. Blue team off the kickoff, though, creating some pressure as Dusty is forward man. Though Sneaky does a great job clearing the ball downfield. Booshkadoosh in position for the passing play. Dusty Boy getting it out of that scary passing play position. Red team, though, keeping it neutral on blue team's half. They're keeping up the pressure, and blue team is very, very quickly burning through their boosts for these meaningless aerial touches. Red team, though, now on the defensive as a great 50 by Dusty Boy gets it to midfield. Blazin trying to keep up that pressure, unsuccessfully getting a backboard pass, but keeping it on red team's half. Sneaky Snake now trying to gain control in the corner and just get that clear that red team needs.
Sneaky Charles still trying to do some work there. Dusty read that. Sneaky didn't have the control he was looking for. He tried to 50 it away, but an awkward ball. Gonna go into the corner here, but Dusty gonna pick up some steam here. Blazin almost wanted to cut him off, and Dusty's like, leave me alone. He's going to diamond up for his teammate, though. Nasco's going to save that one away.
And let's talk about the mind games coming out of Dusty just now. Faking it to go up the wall and get the passing play when you really thought potentially he could get a shot on net. He caused the red team to freeze in a comical situation. But Sneaky Snake with a little bit of breakaway, and the shot on net flicks it. A top-end mid shot, but Sneaky Snake with the great ground play, catching Dusty Boy out and ultimately getting them up to a 2-point differential at 16 seconds. That is huge for his team.
Just a fantastic shot off the half volley there from Sneaky Snake. Really feeling alive there, and that's a tough one to beat in Dusty Boy. They're going to take a 3-1 lead here with the last couple seconds dwindling off the clock here. And this is a huge, huge win for Sneaky Snake squad in Team 3. I mean, they were sitting pretty, I think they were in 9th possibly in the standings. No, they're in 7th in the standings. So they're, again, right there on the bubble. I mean, a sweep could have very well knocked them out. But now, maybe they're poised to take a sweep.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, look at the players individually themselves. Sneaky Snake with all of the shots on net, but his team doing a great job on the back end, saving what he couldn't get on blue team's half. Ultimately, that's what led to the 2-point differential, 3-1 in the first game. I mean, this next one, blue team, I think, honestly speaking, just need to create more clears. They're getting good pressure when they get it on the half, but they're not getting it on the half enough.
We'll see here in game 2. It's going to be an exciting one. I'm ready for a clip. I'm ready for something here, and it's got to be the man. It's got to be the man, Dusty. He's got to give me something.
And if you're in that captain position, if you're the leader of the squad here, Dusty's going to be hunting for it. You know dang well he's going to be trying for some really tricky stuff to get it past this wall that the red team has created. Breakaway by Dusty, but not able to get the flick like he wanted to. Red team doing a great job at Sneaky Snake catching him out with the pop up and play. Blue team was not prepared. Let's talk about blue team. Where is Dad right now? He is 1/3 of the field up from blue team's half, and it allowed Sneaky Snake to pop up, hit it one more in the net. 1-0, 4 minutes, 48 seconds. That is a tough one if you're blue team.
Tough one, plenty of time. Only one goal that you got there, but a nice little play there. I've never seen a snake fly quite like that, but did all right. Blazin', nice centering touch from him, but Nasco there. And Nasco, great job on the 50s. He's already in air. Dusty looks to take this one down. I think that was the Blazin'. It was Dodicus with the flyby on that ball there. I just saw a blue streak whizzing past the ball.
And if you're blue team watching the rotation, they are keeping rotation to a light extent. But Dusty, I feel, is trying too much. I think, honestly, if he leaned a little bit back on his team and allowed them a little bit more space to get into a defensive position and make the touches that they're going to make, I think it's going to play dividends for his team. Because right now, you can see him when he's on the ball, he stays on the ball. In not so much in a passing play situation, but he wants that solo play. And it's not doing blue team justice right now. They got to figure that out. Dusty's got to figure out how to not do as much, but also capitalize on what his team presents.
I think he's trying to facilitate to the squad here. I've seen him get a few midfield passes in. I think of the one that went from the corner into Blazing that got saved away earlier in the game. This is what I need to see from him there. He's going to get a touch. He's going to be looking for, again, the pass, and both players go up, and no joy on that.
Yeah, and Dusty, great job getting it over the net. His team's got to back him up there a little bit, but clipped central. Dusty with the fake coming into the play. Both defending players thought he was going to hit it forward. He was allowed to fake. He just had to stand behind it. He was going for the dunk. Ultimately didn't need it. 1-1 to tie it up at 3 minutes, 1 second. We have a game here.
You know, that was really the equivalent of, you know, you see like Shaq just running down the lane just preparing to dunk on you, and you're like, you know what? I'm good. I'm just gonna move out of the way. Have the dunk. That's fine. But they just both didn't want to get dunked because whoever made that touch was gonna get absolutely massacred by Dusty, and they were like, you know what? I'm good. Just score. If you're gonna score, don't do it by dunking on me.
And good job to him. That's a GC play where you're creating a darned if you do, darned if you don't situation. You put the shot on net. You don't have to hit it again. You are playing for their contact if they do hit the ball. That's the epitome of what an air dribble bump is. You're hitting the ball in such a way that they can't save it no matter what they do. And Dusty, that is what we needed coming from him. We need that control and we need those plays to keep the dream alive.
It's a nice touch by Blazin towards the net. Nasco punches this one in the corner. Dusty's there, trying to chase it down, but he's got no boost to continue on in the play, so he's going to grab mid-boost, step on back. Nasco, bang touch, Sneaky! Dusty recovers somehow after that. Sneaky's thinking, how did I not get a demo? And Dusty's like, dude, leave me alone.
And let's talk about Dusty's recovery there. Not only did he get bumped, he got bumped backwards, was able to hit the drift key, drift backwards a little bit, rotate back around, and get a speed flip to get right back into the play. That very quickly went from, hey, this could quite possibly be a goal for red team, to, hey, we're in a counter ambush situation by blue team. Good job by the hero of blue team right now, Dusty, to get in the way of the play when he needed to.
I mean, that's for sure. I mean, I saw that play, and after that bump, I was like, oh, yep, here we go. 2-1. That's it. Dusty Boy's in trouble. I didn't think there was a snowball's chance that he was going to go ahead and get back there, but he made it happen. Like I said, this dude's quick. He flashed across the screen, be at one end of the pitch, and, 12 boosts.
Well, he pulled the Mulan for sure. He popped out of nowhere like a daisy. Here he is again on a screaming attack. A very fortunate bump by red team to make it so it's not in the back of their net. Red team now with the counterplay. Dusty, yet again, where's he coming from? Beaver, where is this man coming from?
Space. I mean, he's an alien. Even he again giving him props in chat. Look at that double by Dusty, not able to finish. Even Sneaky had to give it up to him on that save. He thought for sure once it got past Blazin that one was in. Blazin got a little bump there from Dusty. Go and increase the speed on the control. Not able to get there, but this last 10 seconds, ready to roll off the clock. A 50 is going to go into the middle. Bushkadoosh is up. This one is down. Nasco now punches this one in. 5 to go. Looks for a centering touch. Dusty intercepts.
Oh, Dusty at the helm. That is scary. Floater over the field, but a good job to Sneaky to counter it and get it into the overtime that red team needed. We got kickoff number 1 in overtime. Bushkadoosh for Dad. Bushkadoosh with a clear win, but blue team doing a good job staying in defensible positions here.
Oh no, a save by Dad to put that in there. I'm seeing like Dad, Sodicus, and Blazing, their thought process is the same because they run the same lines, they flip at the exact same time on like multiple different occasions. Dusty has this save easy, no problem.
Oh my gosh, Dusty, you say,
oh no!
Hate to see it if you're Dusty, because not only does he get a very, very impressive backward save, he's also back in a position for this. If you're Blazing, man, if you're watching this, if you're hearing, shake that off, bro. This is Rocket League. That's why they created that right there. It happens to everybody. Unfortunate situation. And ultimately, Sneaky sank. I mean, that team was a terror. They did a really, really good job staying in unison with each other and honestly staying calm. There's a few times Dusty was coming down the pitch and Sneaky sank. His entire team was in the position they needed to be in, one away from each other, and they even at certain times had somebody midfield waiting for a clear. That is the element of a good team that progresses forward.
I watched that goal back on the replay, and then I watched it back on stream. I still don't understand how it got so much pace on the second attempt. He made the second save, it stopped, and then it just took off. And I don't know. I have to save the replay or something. I don't know what happened.
We would call that in my field of expertise kerfluffery. That was kerfluffery. ladies and gentlemen.
As customer states.
He's got the customer states line.
Oh
Dude.
my goodness.
Oh, what a way to finish it out. We were actually, I didn't realize going into that round we were watching the 13th and 14th seeds. But holy crap, did McItaly come out strong. We
Put
had
on a show now.
that last game 9-3.
Oh,
Ugh.
man, 9-3.
Just putting on a freaking show for us.
Yes, McKinley was some some
don't-
high flying redirects that were just nuts.
I'm genuinely curious if that's going to be enough to push them up to the top 8 because they were in 13th place coming into this round.
Gonna tell you the answer.
But they
is no.
made up. They made up 4 goals, but they were still -4. So I don't know if it's going to be enough.
It will not, unfortunately. Looks like we have one to report. Is Team 4 and Team 9, and they're ahead of them. Team 4 is already ahead of them, so they won't be able to do it. But if Team 4 wins their series, or even, let's see, what's the point? I don't think they can
If they
tie.
win that
I
and
think
they
they
keep
have
the
to
goal
win.
diff, they might push through. Yeah.
Yeah, most certainly we're gonna have to see a win for the switcheroo right there.
Imagine going 0-4 and making it through to the top 8.
I'd be tilted.
Game's broken.
Well, statistically speaking, the team that ties the most is going to be mid-ranking, and
Right.
with 14 teams right
With
now,
14, you could make it to
yeah.
the top 8.
It could do it for sure.
Yeah, the numbers work out, but man, it's a tough sell to get there.
All I heard is the team is mid, which is a great point. Team is mid. Oh, Team 4 got I think it was 1-0 here, so they must have tied and swept. So this is gonna lock it up.
No, they dropped down to 10th.
Oh,
They stayed
wow.
in 10th.
That is
Not gonna
it.
make the bracket.
Wow.
Where did it put McKinley's
Okay,
team?
look at the big names that are not making it to the bracket. Moose, Italy, Rue, Phoenix, Gong Show.
That's a murderer's row of people that didn't make it. That's crazy. And you know what? I've seen this happen so many times at BlastNet where he's on the outside looking in the 9th spot or whatever. He took the 8th spot this time around.
Just clinching the 8th spot, but he's going to be going up against Disney in the first round of the finals.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. We're gonna watch that. So
Yeah, I've already seen that matchup.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to
Oh, is that a
nerf that
rematch?
man.
No, we watched 1 and 8, I guess, but
Yeah.
we've watched BlastNet twice now, I think.
Yeah, we watched BlastNet twice now, though.
BlastNet is definitely going to be getting his.
It's gonna be a good matchup for sure. But dude, Disney is just a powerhouse. He's one to watch out for, but also not overcommit on. Like that's the tough part of that matchup is like you gotta challenge him early, but you have to have your rotation coordinated to where one guy is doing that and not the entire team.
Where did my Team 3 fall in at?
They Team 3?
Three for three.
They're
in
in
third.
3.
I got 1-1, 3-3, 8 and 5th, and 9. We all made the finals bracket, boys. What?
Nice.
Somebody did.
Fashui to the caster curse. Yeah, I mean my team 9 coming in at 8. Thank you guys for making
Even
that
one of
swing.
Garrett's picks with Joe Mammy Papa Rizzo's team making it in there.
Holy, let's go.
Caster's curses be damned. We're making it, boys.
We did it.
Now, if you guys are players watching this, I want you guys to take a good, long look at the target that team number 1 has created for themselves. Let's look at this right now. They are rocking a perfect average right now. That doesn't happen too often.
14 goal diff.
That is incredible. They are on fire right now. I really, really
Nerf
like
that man.
I mean, JJ, come on now. The man's a beast. The man's a legend. I'm sure he's been doing some spectacular things here.
Waiting on our bracket to get loaded up here.
Now, out of curiosity, Beaver, just for the audience viewing in, and also myself, just because I have no clue, who's creating this right now? Who is in the background making this bracket, making all this possible? Who can we give props to right now?
That is the one, the only, the man, the myth, and the absolute legend, Mad Harry Rackham, the Apex legend. Actually, Mad Harry Rackham. He is the main tournament director here at the Dad Gaming. He is your MMR balancer. He is your tournament director. He is your challenge expert. He's the man. We wouldn't be able to do anything that we do here without Mad Harry Rackham, Garrett. So we appreciate him and all of the work he puts in day in, day out,
100%,
week
dude.
in, week
Like,
out.
I can make the teams maybe, but they would be bad, and I don't know how to work challenge at all. Because I was out of the team making business well before we started even using challenge.
And Garrett, man, I'll have to apologize. I put a piece of candy out there and withdrew it pretty quick, man. I when I first got into the Dad Gaming, I got with Garrett and I was like, hey, man, can I help? You know, can I be a part of what you do to make it seem, you know, so you can play more often? And one day I just kind of watched the background. And ladies and gentlemen, he's modest, right? He's a really cool guy, so he's super modest. But what he does in the background, he does effortlessly, and it was making my gears turn. I had to ask questions every which way. I don't think after like 5 sessions I'd even begin to understand how effortlessly he makes those numbers just mesh and match up.
I guarantee right now, since he's got this finals bracket up, he's chilling on his Switch playing something, just listening and waiting to have to make another move.
Oh no, this is the first day of the new Apex split. This man's playing Apex. I heard.
Oh, I thought the patch came out like 3 days ago.
Well, the patch comes out before the split ends.
Okay. Because I had somebody in my chat the other day like, I want to play Apex, but the patch came out, so it's gonna be super broken, so I can't play right now. The challenge is up, Dan. I'll actually let me. Okay, Beaver's already got that. Good. Look at you go. I was slacking because I just put it in my Twitch, in my stream, and I didn't put it in there. So Beaver's got me beat this time.
I'm gonna put a call out to what Garrett's playing in the background as all of this happens right there.
Binding of Isaac.
The Binding, yeah, it's gotta be the Binding of Isaac, man. For those of you who don't know, that man adores that game. I played a little bit, and now I'm like a Sinvictus follower. I watch him all the time. It's entertaining. If you guys haven't had a chance in your idle time, the Binding of Isaac, great game to pass time with.
And P.S. Garrett, start streaming it again so I can talk to you about it and try to figure it out. And also bring back the art streams.
Art streams are great. Loved art streams. Also, we have
They're
final
the
bracket.
best. 1v9 starting it off. You're watching that one. 8 coming up in that bracket as well. 3 and 6, absolutely. Yeah, we'll take 3 and 6 on the bottom half, 100%.
And to be honest here, what this looks like is it looks like Team 1 versus the world. You guys have to come together collectively. Any other team that is not Team 1, dethrone the man JJ. He's in Egoville, which means he's going to be starting to hit some clips. You got to get up in his face, boys. You got to put the pressure on, make it so he can't breathe, and get those clips on you.
You are climbing the Mortal Kombat 2 tower to face Goro.
and, you know, and with how much he gets the ball, you think he has 4 arms.
No lie, dude. He's quick.
Get your dad coins in there. Team 1, JJT. Team 9, Blastnet.
Sneaky in the chat, already calling it out. See him in the finals, JJ.
I love it. Love it.
Confidence.
Okay, somebody just put 10 on Team 9, so I'm going to counter and put my 10 on Team 1.
Well, let's be honest. So I put my vote on Team 9. Let's be honest. Let's look to last week. Blastnet was the guy that put a target on JJ. He was demoing him left and right. So if there's a team to take him down, I'm going to put Team 9 in contention because they got this just terrifying pressure that Blastnet creates.
Our lobby is up, so here we go.
Good luck, boys.
Good to see y'all shortly.
Yeah,
Looking
see
fun.
you on the other end.
Our lobby's up as well, just waiting on some teams. Holy, look at that. The stream is right off the bat. Good streamer is good.
Nice, good job. Beaver, yet again, it's impressive. All of the stuff you're able to like make appear on the screen. I don't think people realize just how technically skilled you gotta be just to be able to do what you're doing right now, flashing across different screens. So props to you, bro. That's sick.
Dang it.
And let's talk a little bit about the field that we're on. What a more iconic field to start the tournament bracket on. Championship Stadium. I mean, this is where legends are born. As you look to the right of the stadium, you see what symbolizes the trophy for the winner here. This is the match to have this on. Team 1 versus Team 9. And again, just looking at the score, we're about to see some very crazy clips from both teams.
I get to give you my cameraman skills.
Beautiful, beautiful. Blastnet to comment on that. That is the most dad reason to be away from the show right now. Understandable. we got a player changing a diaper. We can all relate. I'll tell you that. Great camera view. Now, you know, they really should in RLCS, and I've floated this out there a few times. I think I would like my opinion to become popular. What Psyonix needs to do is make it so tickets are virtually available, and when you buy one, you have the option to be in the game in the stands, and you can walk around the stands, right? You can't get into the field, can't get exclusive coverage, but you can be in the stands. And for $5, right, you can just be in there watching the game in the stands. Kickoff number 1 to start the show.
I kind of impressed myself a little bit there. I thought that was nice. All right, again, these players on the pitch already ready to go. Man, rocking the Alpine Goats car is Blastnet. I love to see that. That is a throwback for sure. And JJ running the old hoopty. Got the matte finish Civic. The white trim at the bottom. Just love to see it.
You know, we don't see the Honda Civic too often, and that's, you know, you gotta think that's a little bit for some professional flair there. He is asserting dominance, and he's deciding to do it in old trusty. I mean, inline 4 optional V6 Honda Civic on the back line. I mean, that's gonna be a terror of the air right there. Blastnet doing a great job for his team, though, thwarting the pressure that Baji just creates. JJ on the back line, though, little bit of a backflip, but doing a great job to recover right back into a shot. Impressively slayed by Blastnet, immediate up to the ball. Not a huge worry by him. Seemed confident with the save. Red team now getting a little bit peppered. Baji on the back line pops it up. Can he get there? But a great job by Blastnet. Creates some pressure off the backboard. Blue team, Aginator where he needed to be when he needed to be there. Great job on defense by Aginator.
JJ up, taps this one down, not able to find the back of the net on this one. 90 seconds, we haven't seen a goal yet. JJ appreciating it, says, hey, I got a nice pass. I'll finish that for you next time. Give me that one again.
Yeah, JJ honestly throwing the mental games, but Dirty Dan with goal number 1 in 3 minutes 9 seconds. This was a scramble zone, and Dirty Dan just happened to finish it. Blue team, very, very large mistake trying to go for mid and right field boost while your third man is not fully set up and not fully confident. Red team, great job getting the first goal against this undefeated team, Blue team.
He's going to take a touch here towards their goal box. 50s this one towards the midfield. Nobody home. one out. Aginator gonna throw this one around. This one there. Ramrod gonna put this one out. Aginator tried a little backflip pass, like it there, but got 5 feet away. Was read out nicely by the other team. Collect the full tank and boost there. Oh no, a cut and rotation is gonna leave AJ in an awkward spot. Nice save on the goal line. JJ up there to cover.
And Aginator, what a great job just bailing his team out. Because if he doesn't hit that, and that's a hard hit, let's be honest, from where he was at, that's a hard hit. If he doesn't hit that, that's a goal. And honestly speaking, it arose from JJ's error, but hey, JJ up in the air, not able to get it in the back of the net, barred down and out. Hate to see it if you're JJ, love to see it if you're Blastnet's team. Red team, though, scrambling. They are low boost, and they are trying to make it so it's not going to get in the back of their net. But boost is dwindling. Blue team, they're able to set up. They're able to get in position. They're able to just sit here and pepper from mid to backfield. Itchy Ramrod, though, doing a great job getting in the up in the air and getting it on blue team's half. Blue team now having to struggle with the lack of boost. Aginator showing that lack of boost in a little bit of an offensive error. But JJ, as he is, he's right where they need him.
He's going to take that touch there. He's going to look for another one on the inside. Continues control. Blast net there. Aginator going to fire this one in. He's going to get denied by Ramrod here. Frey trying to keep the offensive attack going. Fakes instead. JJ up, this one denied, an open net with nothing but just Frey Bros trying to recover on back, but Dirty Dan not able to make another touch. Ooh, a big 50 though, look out! JJ puts this one into the corner, 60 seconds to go.
And I'll tell you what, with how blue team's been playing, you'd almost think they never got pressured at all in any of these games.
Ooh.
They're on defense a lot here. It's surprising, and they're making tactile position errors. JJ, we see that right here. Uncharacteristic shot that goes wide. You don't see that from him, and I think it's because he's starting to feel the pressure a little bit. Red team has turned it up, and honestly speaking, again, if there's a team to turn it up against JJ's team, this is the team to do it, and we're seeing it with offensive pressure.
Yeah, just a little too quick from JJ there. Wasn't able to get that one through. Gets over 120 to go. Oh,
every time.
10 seconds away. They could be dropping their first match of the night. They were undefeated through the stage, but this one, a breaking rotation. It's all the way downfield. Blast with the save to keep them going, and they're going to take game one here off that performance. Team 9, they slayed the beast so far. Going to hand Team 1 their first loss of the night. This one, again, now a best of 3. Team 1 going to be have to looking for the reverse sweep if they want to keep their night alive.
Let's talk about that save from Blastnet. Not only was it a double that, let's be honest, JJ was on. He was there and ready for. Blastnet, he needed to make that touch, and that touch exactly, because you have to fear the dunk there as well. Not only did he make that touch, he followed the save up and was able to get it to the ground for game number 1. Great job by Blastnet, and honestly, great job by his entire team keeping calm under the pressure that JJ creates.
Yeah, it's so difficult to play a player who can really score again from anywhere on the pitch, and he can make you look real silly doing it. They stifled him in game 1. It's going to take a truly Herculean effort to do it again here in game 2. They proved they can do it once. You got to do it at least one more time.
And I'll tell you what, I'm a Bible man, and it really feels like this matchup, just based on the standings, is David versus Goliath. But I'll tell you what, David's got his little sling, and he's throwing it. We got the first goal at 15 seconds, and it's a huge mistake by blue team. All 3 of them went for the exact same boost in the corner, and it cost them a goal. Aginator versus Dirty Dan, kickoff number 2, 15 seconds into the game. Red team with immediate pressure. Great job coming off the kickoff, and great job setting up. Itchy Ramrod's there. They are not letting this blue team breathe, and it's paying dividends for them.
I mean, the enemy of Clips is really tight defensive coverage. So, I mean, they're hanging tough. I mean, they're not giving them a lot of space. They're nice, quick, easy hits. And Blast Knight's just been solid, and he's going to bang another one all the way down. Aginator another really solid defense. I mean, it was only 1-0 last game, but if it had not been for Aginator, it could have been actually significantly worse for Team 1, but he's hanging stuff, keeping his key minute.
Oh, and a good save coming out from JJ's pressure. And we're seeing some very uncharacteristic errors coming out of JJ that you just don't see. Some shots that should be on net result in a breakaway coming out. Dirty Dan on the pitch trying to get a pass up to the midfield. It's in the air. Great job by Aginator to clear it, and now counter pressure. Can they get it in the back of the net? They need a goal here. 3 minutes, 35 seconds. They need the mentality to know that they can at least score against this terrifying red team.
Yeah, and that play only was a good defensive play because it worked. They had 2 triple commits in a row, and it didn't punish them. And JJ's got a half a tank of boost to work with here. Gets a flip reset under the bar and in, and there he is. You give him that space that we're talking about, and that one found the back of the net. JJ gonna open that one up here with his team. 1-1, 3:12 to go.
And that's just a definition of JJ doing what JJ does. Kickoff number 3, Just Frey versus Itchy Ramrod. Itchy Ramrod with a very clear victory on the kickoff, but Aginator exactly where he needed to be, went to the exact position that he was. Red team now scrambling. They are low boost between all members. They have maybe 200 boost. Dirty Dan, though, doing a great job to bail his team out. Little bit of a positioning error by Aginator. Dirty Dan with the shot on net, but JJ, calm, cool, collected as a cucumber, able to not only get the save, but get it on the counter ambush here. If you're the red team, you gotta fear this terrifying structure that is JJ.
We already know that if you give him the space, he is going to do something with it. He doesn't have a lot of boost to work with, so he's just hunting for some pads across the field. Blastnet doing what he does best, blasting people out of the net. That one did get just off the post. Here we go. Jay's got a full tank here, but an awkward touch as that ball hit the ceiling. So no clips on that one, but 2 to go here in game 2.
And man, both teams have created really scary offensive pressure. If you're defending against either team, it's been a nail biter. They've had to get up and they've had to make these huge saves or huge blocks to make it so it's not a point differential between them. And let's keep in mind, in the tournament setting here, we have a best of 3 situation. So not only right now, oh man, Baji coming in with the faraway shot, but not only does this blue team, does JJ's team have to win this, they have to follow it up with another win. Red team, they got a little bit of an edge here.
I think now is where you're going to see the tide shift a little bit. It's been back-to-back goals. That 2-goal swing, and now JJ could be feeling a little bit. Finally gets on the board, gets that on, and we've noticed that break in rotation. There was nobody home. A nice save by Ramrod there. Get that one through, but now here we go again. JJ with space. Gets a nice early touch. Gets another one. Sets it up for Aginator, who gets 50'd away by Ramrod.
And I'll tell
this
you
one
what,
in the shot placement by JJ, unrivaled under the bar, and he's got a hat trick. He is feeling it.
And if you're red team, the only way to save that ball right there is to pre-jump it. That was a zinger into the top bar off of a ground pitch. Very unexpected, that speed. Few positional mistakes.
He's gonna put through a demo there, but yeah, talk a little bit about the positioning of these teams and just the difficultness of guarding someone like JJ, who's really everywhere all at once.
You know, if you're red team, unfortunately, you have to suffer through a few mistakes. If you're playing somebody that is so high ranked there, some of your challenges aren't going to go well, and you just have to expect that some of these challenges aren't going to go where Itchy Ramrod, wow, making a great save and making it so JJ has a very difficult target to shoot at. Itchy Ramrod has been on the defensive line when red team needs him, but red team really needs a breakaway, as they have right now. Dirty Dan looking for a pass to midfield, gets a demo. Dirty Dan now getting the pass. Blastnet with the shot. Defended excellently by AJ.
Aginator is just there. I mean, this man is so solid on the defensive half. I mean, he's like TDG 20 at this point. Like, this dude is just, if he's there, you know he's making the stop. I mean, he just has sound defensive spots of that, cutting off that pass early in the midfield. And they're going to secure this dub here. We're going to see a game 3 right off the bat. You just love to see it. I love to see game 3s.
And let's talk about this. JJ, maybe that first game, getting a little warmed up. He's on the A stream right now, maybe feeling a little bit of the pressure, right? But his tournament instincts kicked in right here. 6 shots on net with 2 saves under his belt. That man is firing it up. And Aginator, Just Frey able to maintain when he does make that uncharacteristic mistake. Aginator has been behind the ball when he needed to, and JJ has been able to pick up on that.
Absolutely. I mean, if Coach JC's in the chat, he knows what I'm about to say. But big-time players make big-time plays. And Baji's a big-time player, man, and he will make those big-time plays. When the pressure is on, this man does not fold. You're talking about maybe he felt a little bit of pressure, the nerve. Nah, no way. Not JJ. He feels that pressure, and he knows it's time to ball out.
And let's keep in mind, this man is one of the content creators for Oxygen Esports. We are looking at a man who caters a lot of his lifestyle around this game. But Red Team, though, making it scary for Blue Team. They had a chance on net. They just weren't successful in maintaining that shot potential. Blue Team now with a little bit of breakaway. JJ up in the air. It is scary, but a good job to Ichi Ramon to get in his way, make it so he can't set up for that second touch. Aginator, as the third man, taking a defensive position, trying to create that counter offensive pressure. JJ in the air again. Very scary for Red Team, but a great job by Dirty Dan on the back wall. And you see that, Beaver, you see that time and time again. Red Team is doing a great job on the back, and they're able to get the counterattack. It is 0-1, and let's be honest, it's 0-1 in favor of the underdogs right now. What a showcase this Red Team is putting on.
I mean, JJ, I mean, talking about content creator, I mean, you gotta remember, this man's an NFL player. This man's a running back for New England Patriots. He just played in the game against Indy in November. I mean, this man's out here doing it. He's living the dream. He's a pro gamer, pro football player. I mean, like I said, this man knows pressure. He's playing on Sundays. You know, Rocket League.
I'll tell you what,
he ain't feeling no pressure from BlastNet.
Talk about a team that is feeling the pressure, though. Red Team, Dirty Dan yet again bailing his team out from the third man position. BlastNet and Ichi Ramrod, they've had a few, it almost looks like maybe communication issues, as one calls the other off, but they aren't reading the play well enough. Dirty Dan doing a good job maintaining his boost and keeping in position to bail them out of some very stressful and scary situations. Blue Team, for the past minute, has been on nothing but a constant stream of offense. Yeah, it, again, hasn't been extremely scary offense, but it's been offense nonetheless, and eventually you're going to whittle a team down. Red Team really needs to do a good job getting in control here. BlastNet, though, a little bit of breakaway, but JJ doing JJ things in the air.
Oh, look at the demolition crew. That is BlastNet. This man, double kill. Gonna come through there. And that one finds its way home from Ramrod. That was, I mean, borderline illegal.
I need to plead with somebody to clip that. That is a double demo. Yeah, the second one didn't matter too much, but nonetheless, a double demo under his belt to make it the easiest open net of his team's life. And it was a 3-man play. Passing play, it's the double demo. Red Team's feeling it.
BlastNet out for blood here in game 3. Wants to take down the #1 seed. This would be an upset of epic proportions, but still plenty of time. And there's that quickness. He wanted to make sure that one was in. Aginator gonna get the assist there, as Baji's gonna put that one in.
And just watching it, just to slow down the pitch here. I mean, that is the first mistake that we've seen out of the Red Team, the first real mistake. and it resulted in a goal if you're blue team. That's terrifying to know.
That's a class save. That is a world-class save by Itchy Ramrod there.
Oh.
Blastnet almost with the snipe, trying to put that in the top corner. Hits crossbar and post and finds its way out. A great showing on both ends from this orange squad.
Blastnet living true to his name, just trying to rocket one in there. Blue team fortunate by having a member of the defense sitting there in wait. Red team, let's be honest here, they have created pressure. When you are down 1 goal and you have a minute 30, the last thing you want to see is that ball on your half, and it's been on their half for the last minute and 30 of this game. They need to figure it out. They need to figure out quick. The tournament is on the line for them right here.
About 70 seconds to find a goal here. Just Frey Bros trying to get in on the demo action. Say, hey, if you're going to hurt my friends, I'm going to hurt you. And Blastnet, game respect game. He goes, yeah, nice demo. Ramrod, can you get back to this? No, he can't. This one will find its way home. Aginator ties the game. Game 3 is tied with 58 to go.
An Aginator shouting out a Kobe from the 3-point position all the way across map, making a little bit of speed and making it so that was unsavable. 2-2 with 58 seconds left. This is what you want to see in game number 1 of the tournament series.
Goes for the catch. Flick over, denied by Blastnet. Stayed home. Good on him to kind of hang back, just let that play develop before he made a move. Dan's going to touch this one down. Aginator fires one towards net. Is a wide shot.
It's wide, but fortunately wide for them.
Look at
Dirty
this
Dan
read
made a
from
bad
JJT! The clutch player, big time player, making a big time play, and look at this read off the doubles. Gonna give his team the lead with 28 to go.
The air roll, the left air roll to get the floppy noodle double touch from ground position. Love to see it if you're blue team, hate to see it if you're red team. That is not defendable. Good job by JJ. Red team now, they have to play some scramble position. They have to get those pointy shots on net. Oh my gosh! Blastnet with the midfield pass and the pre-jump by Dirty Dan to make it into the back of the net. They needed that. 15 seconds left. My heart can't take this, Beaver. My heart cannot take this back and forth.
Just throw it towards the net and good things happen. Dirty Dan pre-jump, flip, bump, doesn't matter what it was. That one, Blastnet just banged it off his teammate. And that one found the equalizer. And a game you certainly thought was over is now going to get game 3 overtime. Maybe. There it is. Okay. Whew. I needed a second to breathe there, Bump. Game 3 overtime.
And I didn't breathe at all. I was just holding my breath. Both teams are just making this just absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying if you're defending. And props to them for making this an overtime
Get up there, Frey.
golden goal game. Itchy Ramrod doing a great job trying to get offensive pressure. JJ, though, lying in wait, making it dangerous across midfield. Both teams making an error, but JJ getting the clear that blue team needed. Dirty Dan, though, in wait for JJ's touch, getting it back onto offensive pressure for red team. But here's what we don't want to see if you're red team. JJ has that positioning.
I think he's got to be close to an Exterminator medal. I think that's going to be 5 for Blastnet. Dirty Dan has at least 2 or 3. Oh, he tried to hit him with the fake. All right, here we go.
Aginator trying to get it into a neutral position, but Dirty Dan, yet again, we're seeing it out of that man, able to get it on blue team's half. But Just Pray with a little bit of a breakaway. JJ not able to get the dunk. Itchy Ramrod now on offensive pressure with a pass going midfield. Dirty Dan in the air, able to get it back into midfield. Blastnet trying to get a shot on net. Red team not doing a great job of making this risky. Oh, Blastnet though, the miss. Dirty Dan. Oh, JJ there when his team needed him.
Gotta keep going. There it is. The pressure finally breaks after all the saves, all the shot opportunities. Just Frey not able to make this second touch, and Dirty Dan just beats out JJT there, puts it inside of the post, and Team 9, the number 8 seed, they just squeaked in, took down the undefeated Team 1 squad. What a series.
And can we all start a chant here? Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan. That man coming in clutch with that last game. Plenty of saves under his belt. And before he left it, I don't know if you guys saw that, 8 shots on net. I have to give my MVP vote to that man. He was the hero, and he was the come from behind hero that Team 9 needed. Thank you for making my prediction continue forward and dethroning an undefeated Team 1. Absolute great execution.
Just high class game. Fun to watch, exciting to watch. I'm going to be honest. I just lost 100K coins. I ain't even mad about it. Because it's going to Blastnet because he bet 100K with me. What a series. Anything you could ever want. I mean, goals back and forth, clips, demos, explosions, blood, saves, and an overtime game winner. Unbelievable.
It had it all. It literally had it all. It had the double tap, the floppy left air roll, the double demo for the goal, the in the air redirects. I mean, it was a nonstop back and forth. Plenty of commentating stream for us. I mean, if you're the viewer, are you not entertained?
Yeah, there's no way. If you get out, if you don't like that, you don't like Rocket League. That's it. You know what? Here you go. This is Rocket League. That's right. Thank you.
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
This is Rocket League, and that defines why every single one of us play this. We play this from moments like that, where I guarantee you, even if you're JJ, even if you're playing Patriots, real life, millions of fans, that still had to be a nail biter. That still has to get the blood pressure flowing.
Hey, I mean, I'm not saying his heart rate wasn't up a little bit. I'm just, I got back my boy a little bit too. JJ has the hottest player I've ever commented. We had a triple tap during a charity event that we did. So I got love for my man. Sad to see him go down. I love seeing him coming out. I mean, he has so much to do in his personal life, and to come and hang out with us dads. I just appreciate that man so much. So I appreciate JJ coming out. It's always a great time to see him play. He always is electric on the pitch. But hey, ball don't lie. The best team that series won. Blastnet squad. They're going to be going against Team 8, which is going to be a fire series. Team 8, by the way, team I picked. They're in semifinals here. Hold up. Too Legit, Lil Kerr, and Get Murked. They're going to take on Blastnet, Dirty Dan, HE Ramrod. On your B stream, you got a fire matchup over there, too. Team 2, Dusty Boy, Breeze, and Sodicus. Gonna go against Sneaky Snake, Nasco, and Bushka Do. So fire matchups on both sides.
And ladies and gentlemen, it has officially happened. I'm sure it's happened time and time again, but rare occurrences, right? We have Beaver's pick versus my pick that
Wow.
we're going to be commentating right now. How often does that happen on a stream in the semifinals? The team that goes on is guaranteed second place. This is the match. This is the one.
What I'm hearing is we got a couple smart guys over here. We kind of know what we're talking about here. Maybe a little bit.
I think if you had to comment on it, it's almost like we've played the game before. Because I mean, we had our eyes on the prize, and the prize right now is gonna be between one of our picks. One of us is losing our predictions, and one of us is winning our predictions at the end of this. I still have to give the edge to Blastnet's team. They are, if I had to predict it, and this is the reason why I chose this team, they are the most well-balanced team. You have Blastnet on the back end. That guy creates some amazing pressure. Dirty Dan every single time he is comfortable at midfield positions, whether it's waiting on a pass coming in or it's waiting on defensive plays or counterattacking. He is there. And then powerhouse on the back end. You have Ichi Ramrod, who maintains his cool, and that man, for being the rank he is, he has some of the best boost control I have ever seen out of that rank. The man is able to conserve until the time that is needed, and that's what has led to game number 1 here.
So because we don't get to do this option, I'm gonna tell you why you're wrong. Because I'm gonna oppose you on here. So too legit. I mean, this man is high flyer. I mean, he's got highlights, and you pair him with Little Kerr. Little Kerr, also a highlight machine. So I know these ones are gonna be working that 1-2 punch. They're gonna do some in-air passes. They're gonna be looking to find each other in the midfield. Which I'm gonna be honest, we don't see a ton of the big passing plays going around here. And me, being a connoisseur of the pass, being the playmaker that I am myself, I love seeing that. I love seeing the passing plays. And if a passing play done well is extremely hard to defend. Extremely hard to defend a passing play done well. So if they can, which we haven't seen them all night, right? I don't know any of these. I don't know how they've been performing. I don't know what their secret sauce has been. I tell you what I think it is, and I think it's the passing. But we're going to find out.
And I agree. When you come to synergy passing plays, I'd have to agree that lineup too legit. I mean that guy's a terror when you get into a corner. He's able to create gold on the midfield plays. So he gets that offensive pressure, and then he gets out. The man's a demon. And then you pair him with Lilker. Yeah, I mean that's a terrifying duo. And then get murked again. The patient man in the background. Honestly speaking, between both of these teams, they have a very, very similar play style.
We will definitely see what play styles are like. We're going to be waiting for people to fill in the lobby. And this semifinals action. Will we see another game 3? Will we see an overtime? I mean, I'm down.
All right, so let's get some score predictions right here, right? So game number 1, going into it, obviously given the edge to Team 9, but I think this is going to be a very, very high-scoring game. I'm thinking we're going to see 3-4 in favor of Team 9. Team 9's going to have 4 goals. Team 8's going to have 3 goals, and it's realistically going to be a back-and-forth kind of play. And there's going to be some out-of-hand, very, very long shots that I feel are going to be going in the net just based on the lineup.
Well, we're going to have an answer in probably about 7 minutes or so of how this one is going to play out here in game 1. Players lining up on the pitch. Just waiting for one more to get them in there. There's Ramrod. A little late, but that still will work just fine here. Game 1 semifinals. Here we go.
And I cannot believe that we are seeing this lineup before us. This is going to be one of those ones that's frantic with how both play styles are. We're going to see some backs, we're going to see some fourths, and we're honestly speaking going to see a lot of demo chasing out of both teams. Obviously, Blastnet, you already know that man's going to be demo chasing. But if you look at Lilker, at some of the plays he makes, he likes to demo chase as well on the back line, which is scary.
You know, the thing about Blastnet, though, you say demo chasing. I wouldn't say demo. He's not a demo chaser. But if the opportunity is there, he takes it. Blastnet is a very good of what I call, I don't know if this is a term, this is something I made up. He's a very good rotational demoer. So he's going to make a great play. He's going to get out quick. But if you're there, if the opportunity presents itself, maybe you're like a car length away, you know, if you're on his rotation path, he's going to take you out too.
Oh, and there he is again, Blastnet. Not only is he able to create almost what you would say as demo capitalization, but he is also able to create that offensive
Look at that
pressure
chase down in the net, though. Lilker wasn't able to put it on. Too Legit was absolutely assaulting the back of the net. He had the goalkeeper wrapped up on the back wall of the goal net.
Red team now in that low boost defensive situation, they're gonna have to struggle and make the context for and Tool legit capitalizing on red team being low boost and out of position, sitting like ducks in the back of the net. He hits a hammer, top left, 66 miles per hour. You have to be pro tier to even have a chance of reaching for that.
I mean, the pre-flip into it and then the placement of that one to smoke that one under the bar, no shot. You're saving that. It's quite the effort. Lil Kerr there gets a nice little pop touch denied by Dirty Dan.
Lil Kerr with the carry coming back into offensive pressure. Red team, they're not clicking. They're not able to get a touch and follow it up, and it's really not working out well for them. They're running into low boost, low clear situations, and blue team, look at them. You got Lil Kerr on the back line as third man, Get Merc going into rotation, and Toolegit just doing what Toolegit does, and it's scary, and there we go. The passing play by Toolegit, Lil Kerr in position, ready for it, and if you're red team, you're just out of position here. It's not that blue team did anything exactly right, it's that red team had a sequence of wrong plays that led to a goal. It's 2-0, 2:43, and we're not seeing the pressure out of Blasted's team that we really need to see from them.
Oh, nice touch by Lil Kerr to set that up for a pass. Get Merked, almost sniped that top corner. Too legit, nice patience to get it past one with the pop, but Itchy Ramrod there.
Blue team with an uncharacteristic midfield mess up. I don't know if that was maybe calm call-offs there, but one member of the team just completely flying by the ball. No chance, but the absolute shot, and Toolegit there to follow it up, but red team just in position. Itchy Ramrod, don't know how he made that save, but he did. Dirty Dan now trying to get it off of their half, unsuccessful, but Blastnet, great clear in the air, getting it onto blue team's half. Can they keep up the pressure though? That is where they are falling short. Blue team, big clear, and now again they're on offense. Red team needs to figure out how to get shots on net and how to get it off of their half, and right now it's not happening.
Well, they're going to have to make something happen here in the last 90 if they want a shot at taking this game one. A nice double fake by Kerr, gets past Dirty Dan with the recovery. No clip for you.
Dirty Dan, he's turned into that stone wall we like to see from him, but his team is not doing a good job of getting it back onto offense, and that's what they need. 1 minute left. They need 2 goals just to tie it up right here. We need to see some pressure from them. Meanwhile, back at blue team, calm, cool, collected with the ball. They're keeping it close. They're keeping it synergized, and they're making it so it's not scary for them. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if it's not scary, you're not feeling the pressure.
That was an interesting touch. He's gonna take it off the backside here. It's too legit. And Blastnet was like, oh look, a cookie. And I'm gonna put that one in the back of the net. And all of a sudden here, you're one kickoff goal away from going down. One mistake, one miscue, must blunder in a game you've dominated for almost 4.5 minutes. Suddenly just one miscue away from getting this tied up.
A little bit of a misplay by red team on defense again. They're getting the touches, they're just not getting the control touches, and pressure coming in from Lil Kerr, coming with the unexpected shot. We just had red team out of position. He didn't really place it well, he didn't really place it fast, but he placed it where it needed to be. Dirty Dan doing his best to get there, just could not get back over his shoulder in time. 30 seconds, 2 goals by red team just to tie it up. We're gonna have to see some explosion coming out of that team.
Yeah, I just love the response from Lil Kerr there too. It's like, you know what, too legit, interesting play. I got you, homie. I'm gonna get us our little cushion back. Immediately answers with a goal, and that's especially off of a blunder like that. You know, a lot of teams do go on a little bit of a quick tilt. No tilt there, just let's get it back.
Oh my! Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have 4 seconds left, 3-2. Do you guys know what this means? This means it is a 0-second drill that we are about to see for game number 1 of the semifinals. Get Merc versus Itchy Ramrod. Itchy Ramrod, they faked him! Blue team coming out with the kickoff strats. You know that was calm. Can red team keep it up here? Great job by Dirty Dan, keeping it in the air, but nobody is there. Oh gosh, blue team takes it away, but you can't say that it wasn't hard fought. Great job by blue team calling off the kickoff strategy against the team that needed the kickoff win. Oh my gosh, Beaver, what energy we're seeing out of both teams here.
Yeah, I mean, back and forth, just fought the whole way. You didn't know really who had direction of the game until really the ball hit the end of the turf. They're even, their ball was up in the air for at least another 10 seconds after it hit zeros. I like the kickoff strat. I like the fake that they had there. That's a pretty pro play that you have there. Just don't concede the kickoff goal. I mean, we see that so many times, and oh my god, another double kill by Blastnet. This guy's starting it off early. And we see this from Blastnet. We see it consistently. He doesn't really start that demo meta, I guess if you want to call it that, until he goes down a game. And once he goes down a game, it's literally like, all right, gloves are off, dude, and you're dying. Like, it happens every time.
I'll tell you what, if he was the definition of a person, I would coin him as Boomhauer, because the man, when he is down, he will come out with pocket sand, and these demos we're seeing is his definition of pocket sand. But red team with a little bit of a breakaway, blue team not able to put it on net. Good job by Dirty Dan making it so his team is not in a defensible position that is risky. Great job by Itchy Ramrod getting it downfield, but blue team were on their half and they have full control. Red team, you really, really have to make this pressure. Great pass by Dirty Dan, but nobody there by red team. Wisely choosing not to take a bad hit. Blastnet coming out, and there he is again trying for the demo. Blue team, it's been on their half a lot more, but they've done a great job defending it.
And you make a comment about pocket sand, right? It's interesting, but you got to think about, okay, so a demo, right? A demo like that one in front of your net. You also got to think about that that player is going to be off the pitch once, which is going to obviously disrupt rotation, everything like that. But that's a big smoke screen that comes out of that as well. So it gives the opportunity to put some balls through that smoke or do whatever. Oh. But Lil Kerr going to put this one into the back of the net. Is this right place, right time? Or he had this the whole way?
Honestly speaking, a little bit of both. But Blastnet, his team did not expect him to hit it like that. He really should have had a better clear there. And unfortunately, Lil Kerr, right place, right time. Good job recognizing it and doing his job. Getting it to the goal, getting it in the back of red team's net. 1-0, 3 minutes 12, plenty of game time, but not enough pressure from this red team. And the breakaway shot! Lil Kerr, you expect him go high, he goes low, and here it is, a worm burner, 52 miles per hour. I mean, just good job recognizing all I need to do is get a good 50.
That's such a high level play there to do that, to force that low 50. I mean, and it's so underutilized in lower ranks as well, but just keeping in perfect position to bounce that one, because everybody pre-jumps everything. Everybody's so worried about flicks now and stuff like that, where everybody just pre-jumps right off the bat. But if you can perfect that low 50 the way he did there, and you get that dust and then absolutely nobody that's going to stop you going towards that uncontested net, you're going to get it every time.
And going back into the game, here we are again. Blue team, they found their rhythm. They don't need anything else but this rhythm. And it leads to another almost uncontested goal. Look at Tulajit, look at his positioning. Again, he just recognizes where he needs to be. It's not that they did anything 100% right. It's the fact that they did things based on all of the wrong moves by the opposing team. Blastnet, they need to figure it out. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. We are not seeing the shots on net. We are not seeing the saves that we should be seeing. We're not seeing the aerial plays. They got to be panicking, honestly, right now, and they need to calm the nerves. Oh, no. And the demo coming on the back line, 4-0 Beaver. Talk me through what needs to happen for this red team.
mean, you gotta change everything. You gotta throw everything you're doing off the door. I mean, you've tried the sit back and net strategy. You tried the demo strategy. You've tried it all at this juncture. What you haven't tried is this little 1-2 combination. Maybe get some infield passes up. Maybe get an outlet pass going. Send somebody up the field and try to get that mismatch one-on-one. Just, you know, have somebody sit at mid boost, try to bang one and pick up that mid boost and take it down the field. You just got to do something. But this little, I mean, what do you got here? I mean, you had the clear there from Itchy, but then what? You had nobody chasing that ball down the field. You just gave up possession because you were like, you know what? This ball's been in our half a lot. I don't want it here anymore, so I'm just going to bang it all the way down. You know, we talked earlier about touching the ball with purpose. There's no purpose to that. That's, hey, I don't want this in this particular spot of the field. I'm just going to hit it as hard as I can somewhere just because I don't want it here. Like, nah, you got to get a little control, get a pass going, get something. I mean, the lobby ball isn't working.
And unfortunately, I'd have to agree. We're playing panic ball if you're red team right now. And you know, if you're in comp right now, 1 minute left, right, it's bleak. At this point in time, put all of your eggs in one basket. This is the time to do it. Start making the uncharacteristic play that they don't expect you to go for, and just do it. Just hope something happens, because you got to score 4 goals. That's a goal roughly every 15, and nail in the coffin, Lilker. I mean, let's look at him. 5 shots on net, 3 going in. Only 1 contested out of his 5 shots on net. Red team, I mean, they put up a dominating performance against Team 1 there to kick them out, but the matchup really got them here. Blue team did a much better job of passing it, much better job of controlling the pitch, and honestly speaking, if you look at their positioning, they did a lot better job of maintaining what we call plane control at a high level. It means that not only are they in a different position forward to back, but they're a different position left to right. And it means that any player, depending on their position, is ready for any play that's coming out from the opposing team. Here we are again, red team just showing the pressure that they could create. Blue team handled it as if it was nothing. Unfortunately, the cards were not in red team's favor, and this game just kind of hammers it home.
Even just looking at the wide view here and looking even on these dwindling seconds, just look at the positioning. Look at the way they're just cycling around. Everybody there, everybody making a touch. Ball's always contested, and there's one always back. And that's the winning recipe for them. I mean, they rotated extremely well, coupled along with, I mean, there were a couple mental errors and stuff that they had there. And you can chalk that up a little bit as well to, hey, we're down a bunch early, tournament life's on the line, we got to throw everything that we can at this. I mean, there's a fair amount of that happened as well. But, I mean, really, you saw control from front to back from that squad. There was never a second of that game where they didn't feel like, yeah, we got this. We're in control. We're playing our game. They're trying to react to us.
Agreed. And either position there, blue team just controlled it better. Defensive position, they had better positioning. They had the backboard control. They had the ground control. They had the person that was midfield ready for the janky balls that were coming past. Offensive position, they were ready for the passes. Again, none of their goals were extremely spectacular, right? But they were routine. They followed a job. It was their job to get the ball into the back of the net, and they did that time and time again. And here we are. They find themselves team number 8 in the championship position. They can take it home if they can only take down team number 3, Ninjas, coming in.
I just want to point out that this is Caster v. Caster.
It was in the last one, too.
You have been all the way through. 1v9, 9v8, now 8v3. You've literally been following caster picks all the way through this bracket.
Hey, and we got a squad that knows what's going on.
That's
Yeah,
all
my
I'm
team is
saying.
up there, guys. My team is there. They are
You
ready
guys,
to
you
go.
guys knocked me out in round 1. You knocked out, what, Bumps pick in round 2. You guys literally had your matchup in round 2 in the semifinals. Like, you couldn't ask for any better.
Yeah, we were here. We were in it. We got it.
We caught the last couple minutes of your matchup there because we were done a little bit earlier. And wow, now you're going up against fifth's pick.
Yeah. Team
How you
3.
feeling about that?
I'm feeling good. Like I'm feeling great, especially if I got my boys down here. Lil Kerr's asking who you got. You know who got you, baby girl? It's me. I picked you. I picked y'all. Team 8.
Hey, let me tell you, Sneaky's been an animal here lately, guys. I mean,
You know, it's tough too. Sneaky, my boy. Sneaky's my man. I said I want to pick him too, but I had to.
Sneaky's been a brick wall now. I mean, the man's been a
Don't
magician.
sleep on the sneaky snake.
He's
been a magician
He's a
coming out of
slithering
nowhere
little
for days.
snake. That's for sure. He's a little snake.
Now, going into this finals match, right? Let's look at the opposing view. These teams could not be more evenly matched in play style. Both teams take a very, very solid defensive position, and they rely on their defense creating offense. This right here is going to be what I feel a lot of saves and a lot of back and forth.
We have watched both of these teams at various points in the night, and man, yeah, what you were saying, brick wall defense to counterattack is their tactic. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, you know, when they both have the same kind of play style.
I mean, teams that did it. We have the number 3 seed, the Ninjas, versus the number 8 seed.
Well, here goes.
Two
Here
legit
goes.
squad.
I've got to do it. This is the last of my coins. I've gave all the rest away.
You gotta throw them in. You know what? Shoot, I gotta throw some in there too. I'm my guys.
So, I mean, I'm gonna have to pay this one out because I'm not wagering on this one.
I'm logged in. Both. You can. It would help me.
Okay,
Well, I put my last
I'll
12,000
finish
out
it out
there.
for you, Beaver. I got you.
Well, I'll tell you what, we already have 2 casters that are kind of locked in. Obviously, they have to follow their teams. But favorite, man, what are you thinking here? What would you put your favor as?
Look, dude, you're looking at the team that beat my team. So like my money is on 8, but like I've watched 3 come up. They're both solid teams. This is promising to be an excellent grand final matchup.
Just whenever you're ready, let me know.
Fifth, we will let you know when we are ready coming up right meow.
My money is still on 8, but like, good lord.
I'm having troubles joining
This
up
could
here,
swing so far either direction.
Predictions are up, Kerr.
Predict the unpredictable, boys. Let's see what you got.
Teammates in the lead for predictions right now with 76% going their way.
Here we go. Grand Finals Week 172 Rocket League. We're kicking off right now. Sneaky Squad versus 2 Legit Squad. A banger matchup, the 3 seed versus the 5 seed. We've seen some highlight reels from these teams all night long, and we expect nothing less here in the grand finals. And starting off with a bang as 2 Legit. 17 seconds all it takes.
Starting off strong. Sneaky up with that endo, popping the little friggin'. No, he's not back.
No, he was not back. He got popped earlier
He
down
got
the other field.
Out of the way. Unable
Kickoff
to
number
defend.
2. 4 minutes, 43 seconds. Sneaky Snake with a clear win for blue team. Red team, though, in position to get that counter ambush. Both teams playing a little bit ping-pong neutral midfield, but red team with a little bit of a breakaway. Sneaky Snake where he needed to be.
Yeah. Don't count Sneaky does not like fast scrolls. He will come back. He will try to even it back out with the quickness. Put the shot on there.
Nasco keeping the pressure on.
Double commit by Orange there.
Kerr, nice clear across.
Fitters it out for Sneaky.
Fired one from the midfield.
2 Legit
Shut down.
just made it.
It's definitely something they're going to have to
Sneaky
stay
is a
away
beast. He literally lives up to the name.
It really just comes out of nowhere a lot, and you got to watch out. I've seen it a couple times already where we've got some double commits in here. That's not going to work with these squads, but
Backwards,
too
too
legit. This guy off the post, he had to put some English on this thing. It started out pretty far out. I didn't think there was a shot this is going to come in, but off the post, perfect bouncing in.
And talk about both goals going to the same man who had to place them. Kickoff number 3, Bushkadoos versus Get Merc. Very neutral, but Sneaky Snake up, trying to get offensive pressure. Little bit of an offensive blunder there. Too legit now on offense, creates some pressure. The shot goes wide.
Kerr keeping the pressure on, looking for a dunk. Not going to get it through.
Fifth, so tell me what you saw in the last matchup that we haven't seen in this first 2 minutes from Team 3.
I've seen. I don't really not a whole lot. Team 3, I mean, I hate to. Team H has really got some good shots there. And Sneaky, getting a bump on Sneaky on the first shot, I mean, that put him out of the play. Which he's really been, I mean, it's been a good team effort on blue team. We're on team 3, but Sneaky's really been the backbone on their saves. And you bump him out of the way like that, you've got a lot better shot of getting, a lot better chance of putting the ball in the back of the net than you do if you leave him in the play. So the bump on him has really been crucial on getting him out of there. So he can't make the save, but
Nasco up for
he
one.
will come out of nowhere to make the save.
And no shooter on the rebound there. Little missed opportunity for blue.
Sneaky Snake bailing out his team when they needed it. We're actually seeing,
as I said,
if I had to coin it, the reason why red team is up and favorable right
Nasco
now.
with the beat. No, not going to follow.
Sneaky gonna put this
one more in the middle.
Net. Nobody. Oh, almost
Nasco was
there.
there, but Kirk cleared it across.
Gotten about a buck
teams,
30 to go. Yeah, tell me about it, Bob. Tell me what you got.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, what I'm seeing from both teams right now is they felt each other out, and now they're taking a defensive foothold. Unfortunately for the blue team, the defensive foothold came a little bit too late as some breakaway plays came out from red team. Lil Kerr, doing what Lil Kerr does. But now that they've gotten a foothold of the pace that red team is putting down, blue team is starting to create some scary situations. But Lil Kerr in the air trying for the double. Not able to execute it, but making a scary situation if you're blue team.
Yeah, I think we haven't seen pressure from this blue squad. There's been nothing threatening that has been really towards the net at all, and you got to score goals to win games. So I mean,
only 2 shots out of them on the offensive side.
Well, I have to say, in all their games tonight, they haven't put a whole lot of shots on board, but it's been mostly, like you said, they're making their defense work and getting the plays off the, counter plays.
They're not getting that defensive counterattack space like they have thus far up through the tournament.
I think Orange is putting a little more pressure on
vision.
than other teams maybe have. Orange is putting a little bit more on Sneaky with the own goal.
He was bumped into it. Can't 100% contribute the own goal there. But yet again, I mean, blue team is trying to scramble into defense. And unfortunately, they made a mistake. A bump on the back line opened up the field for red team. And honestly speaking, again, good positioning, good timing, and good capitalization. We got 22 seconds, kickoff number 4, all 3 goals going in red team's favor. If you're red team, you really don't have to do much, but blue team, they got to figure it out. They got to find that puzzle piece that's not fit it in there, and just start making that pressure happen.
Well, if I know anything about Sneaky's team, that's one thing we were talking about earlier, and he proved it last series, is that being down to Sneaky, I guarantee you he was looking at what they did wrong, what they need to do to fix it, and you watch, they'll come out a different team on this next game.
Just right off the L. This is the quote from me earlier. Right off the L, because L stands for learning experience.
Yeah.
Take what you got from this one, bring it into the next one, and make the changes you need to make.
Lesson starts with an L.
And
You know,
I guarantee you, Sneaky's talking right now about what they did wrong, what they need to correct, what they need to fix. And you watch, they will come out a different team this time. And I'm planning on seeing a game 3 easy.
Even just talk about the second half of that game versus the first half. They gave up 1 goal in the second half, and they were fighting and pushing back a little bit more.
Yeah,
They were scrambling a little bit, though. They got out of sync a little bit, I think. And
see, and you get to that point when you're down 2 or 3 goals, and you think you have to push, and it's really just, in game 1, that's reset time. You're down, yeah, it happens, but figure out what you're missing and work on it.
Unfortunately speaking, I'd have to disagree a little bit. Blue team is improving, but they're improving in the field that they don't really need improvement in. Yeah, defensively they've grown stronger, but offensively we have not seen strength. It's been the kryptonite to this blue team, and they haven't been able to get those really hardcore pressure shots, the ones where you're having to make these risky saves. But blue team now creating some offensive pressure. Red team starting to burn through their boost. It's looking a little bit dangerous for them.
Yeah, I think the big difference is I think there is a noticeable speed difference between both squads. I mean, I think Team 8 is considerably faster than Team 3, and honestly, that's not going to change. I mean, they're going to have the speed advantage for sure.
50 for 2 legit there, keeping the pressure on for Orange.
Combat speed with good position.
Merc with the miss. Sneaky, maybe looking for a counter opportunity here. Kerr's going to shut him down. And right back from 2 legit. That's over. No rebound. Good deflection.
Nice cut shot by Merc. Going to get denied there at the goal line. Kerr, the touch in the midfield. 3:20 to go. Still nothing on the board yet. But I think we are seeing it a little bit.
We're
seeing a
very
little bit
different
more
game from game 1.
Yeah, I think we're seeing more solid rotation, so it's negating a little bit of that speed because somebody from blue is back in a good position.
Like I said, Sneaky was figuring out what they did wrong and what they needed to change.
We're in a little bit of trouble here. Now they get it cleared out.
They said we were going to see a little bit different of a game this time around.
Double commit out
I
of
think
blue
like
there.
5
Put him
people
a
in the
tough
lobby
spot.
jumped for that.
Sneaky was already out and rotating back, but everybody else on blue and most of the orange team was going.
Ooh, drop
waterfall, no
net.
shooter though. See, the risk management from orange is a little stronger here, saying, okay, yeah, it's there, but someone might touch it and just knock it away, and it's not worth the risk.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this game right now and you're wondering why this feels different, honestly speaking,
what a shot! What a save by
Sneaky. But what we're seeing out of these teams right now is they do play differently depending on.
No! What an unfortunate event there.
You just gotta shake it. 2 minutes 7. Let's just pretend that the game started with a goal down at 2 minutes 7. I mean, if you're blue team, just mentally pretend that did not happen.
The limit does not exist.
This is how spoiled we've been with such good Rocket League today, as there was a considerable groan between 4 different people all in that match. It was like a grief track or something. You just play that on a sitcom show. I may go back and clip it and add it to the soundboard, honestly.
Collective groan 1.
Oh, Nasco tried to push it to the center of the goal. Gets denied a little bit. Little Curve putting it up. Boost there to stop it. Nasco pushes it off to the side.
In a minute 23, this is game time if you're blue team. You have to turn up the dial. Bring it to 100 because this is all or nothing. This is the tournament on the line. If you're red team, you lose this, doesn't matter, goes to the next game. If you're blue team, this is over.
Nasco's there for the save.
And if you're in this position,
back out to center, Boost there to follow, but 2 legit beating him to it. Good pressure from Snake again. Coming back to middle, but nobody there looking for the shot.
Oh, Nasco was a good touch there. Steve pushing it back forward. A little curve there, pushing it back to net. Nobody's home. Oh, Sneaky makes it back with boost.
There was somebody home. Too Legit was there, and he feels flipped when he went to go accept that pass. That would have probably been in the back of the net if he gets that jump off.
And blue team at 27 seconds, like the Rebel Alliance, just clinging to hope. They need to get something in the air, get a plastic play, get something on
Pushing
net.
it up. Nasco's there. Boosh is there. Anybody pushing this through? Sneaky's gonna get the beat on this
play.
one. The angle, but no.
Nice try by
Denied.
Sneaky there.
He tried, dude. He's trying to pull the cheekiest little angle. Final moments. Over the top.
In the air.
Nobody's gonna collect that.
And Team 8's going to take a sweep with a 1-point goal to win the second game. Wow. But I will stand behind what I said. It was a totally different game than what we saw the first round.
It was 1-0, and it was on a little mistake. Like, such a much closer game.
Much better played. I have to give Steve. Steve, his team was able to figure out what they did on that first game wrong and pull it around to where their defense was better, the rotations were better. They put a lot more pressure on Orange. They just had one little mistake, and if it wouldn't have been for that, if it wouldn't have been for that one mistake, I think it would have been a lot tighter game, and they might have pulled it off. But as so goes the Rocket League gods, and Beaver, they're messing with me again.
And it's crazy to think that this, honestly speaking, boils down to one word, and the one word is what caused the failure here, and it's defense. Not only did Team 8, Too Legit, Lil Kerr, and Get Merked, not only were they controlling the backboard defense, but they were controlling the ground defense. And overall, that's what won them this game. It's not exceptional offense, it was exceptional defense to create that offense.
Well, like we called coming into it, the counterattacks were crucial.
I think it was a great series. It was great games by both teams. I'd happily to have lost my coins to watch it.
That's how I felt about the Disney series. I was like, dang, like that was nuts watching that first. But I mean, everything. What a great night of Rocket League that was. I mean, just banger matchup after banger matchup after banger matchup.
We've had good matchups all night.
Hey, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of any of the games that anybody played tonight. They were all great games. It was all fun to watch. Had a great time with you guys here again tonight.
All right, who's our MVP from Team 8?
Oh man, that's a rough one there.
I needs to know.
It's Kerr for me. I mean, he's just making the plays happen, and he just seemed fast. I mean, he was speed.
Last net says Too Legit.
And I'll have to lock in my vote with Lil Kerr as well. I mean, Too Legit, don't get me wrong. You were there when your team needed you. But I'm going to go from past performances as well. We were able to see this team in the runnings against my team in the semifinals right there. Lil Kerr was able to make those plays and able to make those midfield out plays that ultimately led to goals. So I'm going to lock in as Lil Kerr as well. That man put on an impressive show from top to bottom.
All right. Well, GG's, boys. Well done, Team 8. I mean, I'm still voting on Too Legit myself.
Popping in Too Legit because I coming in, I saw some really great play. Yeah, it was team effort. I saw some really 100%. Great plays and some good defense out of Too Legit that just. I mean, he really pulled it in when his team needed it. I mean, it was, like you said, team effort. It really, really was. He just had to be the right place, right time, good positioning, whatever you want to say. I'm going to give it to Too Legit.
Well, I mean, 10 weeks off and I come back like this. Like, I'm out here just picking.
You came back to one hell of a series,
picking the dubs. A perfect night of Rocket League. We saw clips. We saw hype. We saw, I missed you guys. I miss this. I missed 4 of your handsome faces. I miss Fifth Ace's wife walking past and thrusting up his green screen. All that. It's great. I miss all that. Like, but you guys in chat, being able to talk to you guys all night, it was such a fantastic this night of Rocket League. And I mean, you forget how much you miss this stuff until you don't do it in a while. Check in on your homies. Love your homies. I love you guys. This is great.
Oh yeah.
That leaves one last question remaining.
Oh no, one more
are we
thing.
raiding
Don't
off
forget
to?
the privates afterwards.
Yeah, play with Fitz
got
privates.
Who you raiding to?
We this week we're gonna have over Papa B's stream.
Oh, you got Papa B's? Okay, I was gonna say Peach and Pups, but okay.
Yeah, Papa's playing some Apex right now, but he is playing with legends of the TGG right now. He has your one and only Mad Harry Rackham playing with him right now, as well as a name you may have not heard in a while, Suspect Lobster on the squad as well. So we're gonna head over watch some Apex Legends with them. If you guys don't know Papa B, Air Force veteran, he's trying to provide for his family by streaming, help this dude out. He's an amazing dude. Shoot him a follow.
Join those privates, JSU.
But we will see you guys. Team 8, congratulations. My picks, the little Kerr and the homies. I'll probably see you guys next week. Love you guys. Peace. Thank
Later,
you.
guys. Peace.
Deuces,
Bye.
guys.
And thus ends an absolute